Did you put actual
There's
coconut in it? Or?
coconut milk. Because the very first podcast we did with Wally, he chose the pina colada, and that had coconut chunks in it. Because I like coconut shavings because we use actual like coconut, like frozen coconut stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
Like popsicle stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that good?
I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it was whatever.
Coconut's like, I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm not
like
the biggest
remember
fan of it.
like you're sick and your mom brings you the coconut water and you're like, oh, this is juice. And
it's not juice. It tastes like piss water.
It's like
legit piss water.
It tastes like nickels or something.
Yeah,
It's just really disgusting. I'm like, okay, I don't.
For real.
But I do want to try just get a coconut, drill a hole in it, and just.
I did that.
Drink it. I don't
know if you saw, but I had an Instagram video.
Kendama?
Yeah,
Did you do a kendama?
Yeah. And I like drilled a hole in it, put a straw in it, and drank it. It was disgusting.
Really?
But I want to cut one open and eat the shavings out and see if that tastes good.
The shavings are good. They taste like almonds.
Yeah, it's kind of almond.
It's literally just an almond.
Yeah. It's like a big
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. That's crazy.
Yeah, I went to some party for school or whatever.
Yeah.
And they like threw one on the ground. They wasted all the juice. So I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But I tried it and it was like, it's weird because you try to bite it and it's really hard, but then you bite it like sideways or something.
Yeah.
And
And then you have to like go with the grain or whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it was. Because I threw it on the ground in my Instagram video. I threw it on the ground to break it. And my fucking throat just gurgled. Did you hear that? I'm choking and gonna die. But very first question I've asked every single one of the podcast guests is, have you ever won a claw machine?
Won a claw machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually I have.
Did you?
Yeah, and it was not even that long ago. It was at Winco, dude. It was at Winco, and there's like a I went and bought something. This was before I had like a card and stuff, whatever. I was probably 15 or 16 maybe. And we had like some cents left, and it was me, I think it was me and Drake, and we just went in there and we're like, we saw these little Sonic plushies.
Oh yeah.
And they look so stupid, like messed up. So we're like, let's get them. And so we won them. Like dang. He got one
Shadow? And you got one?
Shadow, yeah.
Oh dang, let's go.
He got Shadow. I got Sonic.
Dang.
And then maybe on my prom date.
Oh yeah.
I might have won one.
Did you go to an arcade or something?
We went to classic skating.
Oh nice.
I don't know if I won any, but my friends won like.
They did. They
won like 10.
Dang. There was one time.
Good.
Yeah, there was one time. I already told this on the podcast, but I'll tell you too. We were at Snowbird, and one of the hotels up there, like the nicer hotel that we go to.
Yeah.
This thing's making my throat all
I know.
phlegmy, but there's the bigger hotel, and it has an arcade room in there, and my dad won every single prize out of the thing. Every single one.
He took them all?
Every single one. He won every single one. We had a kid at every angle of it, like, left, right, down, up, you know? Because they're like, yeah. Find the G spot, and then he won every single one, and then we just handed out the stuffed animals at the hotel just to random kids. Like, here you go.
It was funny too. My friend, we went with a group of people, and he, like, there's one of the, it was like there was one of the freaking machines that you like it spins around and you have to like press the button at the right time.
Yeah.
To like you get it in this
hit the
little
lights
tiny
like
spot.
that. Yeah,
tiny spot, and you can get it. And he got it every time, and I was like, "How you do it?" He's like, "Dude, I'm like kind of autistic, but like I can." He's like, I know how to do this or something. Like he was getting like into it, dude. He's like telling me the whole science behind it. I was like, oh, okay.
I kind of did that with this one. I don't even think I'm in camera, so I'm gonna scoot in closer. But I did this one where I think it was SpongeBob one. And it's like a SpongeBob train that like drives around, and you have to like drop a ball in a certain like yeah, like train.
Is it? I feel like I've done that before.
Yeah, you probably have.
Nickelcade or something?
I think it's at like most places, because I'm pretty sure it was at like All Star, and it's at like the new Fat Cats. But yeah, I was there and I figured it out. I'm like, all right, when the Gary from SpongeBob, when his train comes by, I'm gonna tap it and just see where it lands. And it landed in like Mr. Krabs, which his wasn't the best or whatever.
His.
And then I'm like, okay, I think SpongeBob's
Patrick's
the best, then Patrick, and then Squidward or something. But like I hit Mr. Krabs, I'm like, oh, his isn't the best. But then I like calculated from like, all right, so I pushed it when Gary was right in front of me, and it landed in, Mr. Krabs. So I'm gonna like push it when it's 3 different cabooses back so I can get 3 better or whatever. Like, I mathed it out, and then I was hitting Patrick and shit, like, almost SpongeBob a couple times. I was like, dang, I figured this shit out. But I'm big into those.
Fun.
I'm big into, like, arcades and shit. But,
oh, my goodness, this burping.
ASMR.
No, dude, I had a freaking peanut butter jelly sandwich before I got here.
Oh,
and that makes me, like, heartburn or, like, almost.
I feel that.
Like, this close to it, and I'm like, huh?
Tomatoes give me heartburn.
Really?
Every time. Pizza, spaghetti, lasagna.
Oh,
I was trying to figure
pizza, way better.
Yeah.
Like, it depends on what I eat. Like,
and it depends on what pizza.
One time I don't know, maybe I, like, missed a meal or missed dinner or something like that. And, like, we had some ice cream. I ate some of that, and I had the worst heartburn in the world, like, in the morning. It was stupid. It was so unhealthy, but I was like, just had to power through it.
Let me mark these off. But, so let's get into your early life and kind of just get it out of the way. But talk about how old you are right now.
So I'm 18.
Okay.
I've been 18 for about 3 months, I think.
Okay.
June
your birthday?
June 18th.
Nice.
And I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like I don't remember as much as I should.
In your early life?
Yeah, I'm, like, scared that I'm like, what's that one thing? You know the kid from what's it called? Malcolm in the Middle, like Malcolm.
Oh yeah.
He, like, doesn't remember half of his, like, recording, and I feel like I'm getting to that point. Maybe I'm just not remembering it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
You had to reset.
It was like
someone hit the reset button on you.
Yeah, and I just like I think
forgot about it.
Had to, like, restart.
Dang.
You know, but
what were you into when you were like? What was, like, the biggest thing you were into? Like, what do you remember doing the most?
Like, electrical engineering, like building stuff, just whatever I could.
RC cars and, like, taking them apart and shit.
That was kind of a little bit later, but I would just grab boxes and stuff and just turn them into like robots or whatever. Like, like, I didn't do anything crazy, but I just made stupid stuff, like a garbage that's, like, taped to the wall or something. You know, like I don't even know. It was so funny, but one time me and Dabby actually. One time me and Dabby got way into it, and I had an RC car. We had the RC car, and we got like a shoebox, and we put it on top of it, but, like, we configured it to where it could still drive. Okay. And then we put a little lever, like one of the flaps can go out. Okay. And we had this old, the helicopter, like remote control helicopter, and we hooked it to it, and we just took the blades off. Oh my goodness, dude, I'm dying over here. But we took the blades off and put a string on it, so when we pressed the button, it'd spin the string up. Oh, and we hooked it to the little flap. Oh, dang. And we were like, this is sweet. Like, we just drawbridge. And, like, we made eggs and bacon or something in like a cup of water, and we, like, put it in the little thing. Oh, dang. And it held it. Like, it actually held it. And we took both control, because they each had a different controller. Yeah. So we just, like, taped them together. Oh, so you'd have to drive one button. You'd have to go for it. That was fun, though. That's pretty cool. We got, like, way into that kind of stuff.
I remember being I grew up. I remember one summer, I stayed the night at your guys' house more than I stayed the night at my own house. Like, through the summer, I was at your guys' house more than I was at my own.
I thought you were, like, always scared of our house or something. Like,
why?
You just, I don't know, you get homesick or something. I
remember there was a couple times that so I was, like, allergic to chicken, and you guys would have chicken or some shit, and I'd eat it, and at the time I didn't know I was allergic to chicken. There's, like, Little Caesars. You guys would get Little Caesars chicken, and then oysters. And there was, like, a couple times when we would eat those, and I would get sick from it, and then I'd have to go home. And I didn't know why those were the reasons why I was getting sick or whatever.
I thought you were, like, homesick or something, like, because we've had a couple people be like that, you know.
Yeah, I think maybe, like, once or twice I was, like, maybe homesick or something. Yeah. But then, like, most of the time I felt like at home at your guys' house, so, like, it wasn't a big deal.
It's nothing
just
like that.
Yours and
but
my
I always thought, like, some people were a little uncomfortable because we were all boys there, so like at night we just take our shirts off and sleep, and like a lot of people didn't know how to. They didn't know how to feel about that. It was like it's whatever, dude.
Yeah, I feel like that helped me because growing up with no brothers, like you guys were my brothers, you know. That's kind of what I needed, you know.
We'd let you know too. Yeah. We would let you know what's wrong with you.
Yeah. You guys weren't, but I loved it. It was probably like the highlight of my life was hanging out with like you, Bozy, and Harry, like goofing off. But yeah, I always remember you building some wild shit.
Can I swear?
You can.
Or does it matter? Okay.
In the first like 3 minutes. I try not to, and if I do, I'll bleep it out.
Okay, just to
But
be
like, but now it's probably been good enough time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish I would.
Was it? It was way funny because Harry and Bozy, they'd always fight, but like, I couldn't fight back because they were too big.
Yeah.
So my whole mechanism was like just telling mom. Like I threatened to tell
Little
mom, and they'd
tattletale,
like
dude.
do something stupid. Like, dude, this one time I was like crying over something.
Mm-hmm.
He probably hit me or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "No, don't go upstairs. Like, we'll do a fashion show and make you laugh." And we had it was disgusting, but we had a laundry room full of just our clothes because we wouldn't like. We were stupid. We just throw them all in there or something like that. I don't know what we did.
Yeah.
We were just being stupid, and we had so much like clothes because
Yeah.
there's at that point probably 5 of us, maybe. So like just all boy clothes from like every year.
Yeah.
And we had them all in there, and so like Harry and Bozy would put on a bunch of clothes, like like underwear on their head, like just like shit underwear on their head,
Damn, all right.
and try to make me laugh so I wouldn't go up to mom
And tattle.
Yeah, it was funny. And one time, Harry put on some underwear and he had like a Bob the Builder hat, and just that's it. And he just ran out, and it was hilarious. I was dying, dude. The stuff we did was actually crazy. It was
I remember doing some wild stuff at your guys' house, but like, I was trying to think of like the wildest thing that we'd done.
It's hard to remember.
Yeah.
But I was at the 5 and they were talking about like their childhood.
Yeah.
And I started remembering mine. Like we had, when you go downstairs and there's that wall.
Yeah.
Like even over there for you.
Yeah.
We got way into spitballs one of the days. And we just spit a bunch up there, and they were there till we left, dude. Till we left the house, like they're just stuck.
Dang. I remember that was at your guys' Riverton house.
Mm-hmm.
How like when you walk down the stairs, it was like that.
Yeah, that house was messed up, dude. We freaking destroyed
Yeah, dude. I remember
it.
one time I was barefoot and we were like swimming. It might have been your birthday, because you were one of the. It was like a pool party type thing, but like
it might have
because
been.
your birthday was June, so I'm pretty sure it was yours. But I was there and like. I remember like running around barefoot, like running in the sprinklers. Like I think the sprinklers were like underneath your guys' tramp, and we were like jumping with the sprinklers on the tramp or something weird.
Oh yeah.
And there was like a little swimming pool that little kids were in, or whatever. And I was running around the grass, and I stepped on something sharp, and I like turn around, and I just see like this colorful thing sticking out of the ground, like barely, and it was like sharp. And I start taking it out, and I pull it out, and it's like a full G.I. Joe dude. Like he's big too, and I'm like, dang, this is just like built into the ground,
dude.
like buried in the grass, like grew over it. That's how.
How long
it's been there. Yeah,
dude, we did
Just
stuff
toys.
like that all the time.
Yeah.
It was Aunt Em who went and like kind of renovated that downstairs once we left.
Oh yeah,
like they turned it all into a kitchen and like.
Oh dang,
it's kind of nice down there
Huh.
actually. Like they turned it into a separate home.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think Holden's brother used to.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he still lives there, but
I don't think he does. But I
somebody
remember
was
them.
li-
Yeah, they
somebody
were
was living
they were
down there, and there was a wall that had a hole in it, and we put so much stuff in it. And,
I remember putting Capri Sun wrappers in there, dude.
Yeah. Goodness, dude. Having problems about to go freaking shit myself. But
Are you all sick and afflicted or what?
Yeah, for real, I was burping and burping for all eternity. But Aunt Em was down there, dude, and she said there was so much stuff in the wall. Like they had to kept pulling it out of the wall, like garbage and clothes and whatever we could stick in that hole we did.
Yeah.
Like we put everything in there. It was so funny.
I remember doing shit like that. I remember like we put Capri Suns in there. What else did we do once? Somebody lit matches downstairs, and like dropped the match and it lit the carpet on fire.
I thought that was upstairs.
Was it upstairs?
I don't know, because I remember in my room we had drawers,
Mm-hmm.
and the bottom drawer was gone, and there was like matches under there, and there's like little burnt like.
Oh yeah, because somebody did try to cover something up, but then I remember Bozy got that one room. Your older he got his own room, and he had like
room or
the nicest Legos and stuff, and they're like all nice on the shelf, and like he'd go in there and build.
Yeah, he's like
crazy Legos.
Mom's golden
Like,
child.
Whatever. He was the boy. Bozy was the
We'd
boy.
always have him go ask and like.
Yeah, because
stuff
Mom
like
would
that.
say if we.
Yeah, we thought she'd say yeah. Well, she would say yeah. To him, so we were like, yeah,
he was a good kid.
he's the
But then like your guys' backyard was the elementary school, so
right
you
there.
just hop the fence and then go play on their playground and
Yeah,
shit.
and there'd always be kids like playing around us and stuff. It was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I loved it. And then even when you guys moved into like the new house, the bigger house after that, then I think there was another summer where I was there like all the time. There's one time me and Harry, you guys had those mini bikes. We drove them all the way down. Like we drove them probably like 5 miles away.
Yeah,
or so.
The freaking Walgreens.
Clear to the Walgreens. Like,
Yeah, I
even
remember,
farther than that.
Yeah, we would drive around, and Harry's like, "Let's go on a drive." and we went to like some trail over there, and like
Yeah.
all the way to like Smith's. I was like, dude,
We
gonna
went
get
clear
lost.
over
We're gonna get
to
lost.
like almost Mountain View Village.
Really?
Like we were clear. You know, like there's like a water tower in this tunnel. It's like by Iceberg. The iceberg over there.
yeah.
We went clear to the iceberg, and then we're driving back, and Harry's runs out of gas or like gets a pop tire or something. So his isn't working, and he's like
that
starts
sucks.
walking it, and he can't sit on mine with me. So he's like, "Rega, I need you to drive back home and either get gas or tell my mom that I'm stuck here." So I like drove all the way, and like I was headed back. And I was like, "Shit, I don't really know the way, but like I'm trying to remember." And then all of a sudden, Parley comes busting around the corner of like this fence. Like we're in the randomest place ever, and Parley just comes around the corner. And I'm like,
He's
damn,
just
you're
there?
clutch, dude. Like, yeah, he had a phone and everything. I'm like, call Aunt Susan, tell him that Harry's stranded and
we're
shit.
Stuck.
Yeah. And I was in like 7th grade. I knew better. Like, but I was like, I got like scared for some reason. I was like, we're not supposed to be out here. This is
Dude,
fucking
especially
sketch.
with roads and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when I was first starting to drive, I didn't know any roads.
Oh, I didn't either.
And Dad's like, "Okay, go to Uncle Casey's or something."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, "Where's that?" And he's
Yeah.
like, "You should know." And then,
Yeah.
oh, dude, driving with Dad, freaking.
That was a rough part of mine.
Yeah, I'm going 40.
Yeah.
Going 40. He's like, "Turn here." Like as I'm going 40.
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
I'm like,
My dad would be like, turn
Okay.
right here. And I was like, does that mean turn right here? Or does that mean turn left right here? Like, turn right here. It's like left or right.
yeah, I
And
didn't
it'd be
know.
like right here. Or I was like, does that mean left here or turn right here? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, no, it's scary and
Yeah.
like just trying to figure out left or right was hard for me too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I knew that because when I was a kid, they're like, hold out your hands and make it L. And whenever one makes like the proper L, that's your left hand. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
and I
didn't
always
kinda
would use
figure it
that.
out.
I'm like, whatever
What
hand
helped
you
me-
right with is your right. And I was
Dude,
like,
what
oh,
helped
okay.
me so much was the fact that when you go left or right, you have to go
You click up or down.
up or down.
Yeah, yeah. That helped me to
that
figure out.
saved me.
Because I knew my left or rights, but I didn't know like what that. When I first started driving, I was like 14 and I first had to use my blinker because I was driving with like grandma, and I wasn't even supposed to be driving at all. And I'm
Oh,
like,
she just took. Yeah, she does that for all of us. She
Yeah,
just
yeah.
takes us out or whatever.
yeah. And we were
It's
like
so fun.
helping our great grandma like move crap, and she was just like having me and like Harry practice driving back and
Oh
forth.
yeah,
I think you were there.
yeah.
I think you were probably in the car.
Was
honest.
that the one? Like I think Wes like hurt his hand or something. Like
He might
that.
have.
Like somebody like
Somebody
Harry like stopped the car too fast or something.
Yeah,
or-
I think that might have been the
I don't
time.
know.
But either way, yeah, I was driving around then, and then like I was 14, and I don't know if I lied to her or not, but like she thought I had my permit. I don't remember her asking me or anything, but she thought I knew how to drive, and so I didn't know how
Oh,
to use my
really?
blinker or like
She thinks you were just of age. Or
she just
something?
thought I was able because Harry was kind of able. I think he was like 15 and he could get his permit because I'm pretty sure you can get your permit when you're 15 or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then so he was getting his permit, and then she just thought I was his age, but I was like 14. Either way, yeah, like I'm driving.
You're younger than Harry?
Yeah,
I forgot.
by
that.
like a good amount actually. I think.
I forgot. He's old.
Yeah,
getting old,
He's
you know.
he's a big boy. Well, it's actually not too bad. I think it's, let's see, like 8 months younger. I'm 8 months younger than him.
Dude, what's crazy is Harry was like married when he was 18.
Yeah, that is
And
pretty
he's
crazy.
21. Like,
And I would have never thought, looking back, like hanging out with him daily, I
Yeah.
would never think like, all right, you're gonna get married
that's what he was saying.
5 years. Like when we were 13, I never thought in 5 years Harry's
Yeah.
married.
Harry was like, and he's like, my canon event was getting married. Like he's like,
Yeah,
in what
yeah.
universe was I gonna be the first one to get married? In,
Yeah,
like, the
for
group?
real.
I was like, that's
For real.
funny actually.
Yeah. That's good shit.
It's hilarious. Yeah, the shit Harry did. I was like, holy cow, dude.
Yeah, I don't know how he pulled out of that because he was like doing some wild shit, but
Me too. I
that's dope. He did.
didn't know he was gonna get like married and stuff.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I think I remember him kind of saying like, oh, I don't know if I'll marry her or not. But then one day he just committed. He just did it.
Yeah, I remember like
Sick.
people were bothering him because they're like, you need to date her, you need to date this girl, you need to date this girl, like you should date her or whatever. And I remember him getting like kind of pissed off. He's like, guys, stop.
People
Yeah,
asking him.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then he started dating her and then ended up getting married. That was pretty crazy. But
That's way wild.
what was I gonna ask you? I do have like a small list. I kind of want to get them out of the way, and then we'll hop on to just whatever, talking about whatever. But just so that, because since I know you and then the guests don't, I like to get this stuff out of the way because
yeah,
like
to
in
just
the
figure
past
out.
podcasts, this is kind of what people recommended. They're like, you just hop into a conversation with somebody like you know them, but us as guests don't know them. You know.
Yeah.
So I
that
kind of
makes
just get this
sense.
out of the way. So we kind of talked about your early life, and then since we did your early life, let's talk about, or like, what number of kids are you? Like, where do you rank in your family? You know,
So, like,
out of your mom,
yeah, out of our family.
yeah.
I'm the third oldest.
Third oldest
from
out
my
of
mom. So,
yeah.
out of 11.
Your mom has 11
freaking
kids?
11 kids,
Dang,
yeah.
and how many of them are boys? 10?
10
10 of them are boys.
One's Nens,
Yeah.
or one is
One
Vienna.
of-
She's,
yeah. So it's 10 boys and one girl.
yeah, that's why it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's always our family too. Like at the functions,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like I'll be doing the most normal thing ever, and people are like, "What are you doing?" It's like,
yeah.
I'm a
Whatever.
boy, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a guy.
Yeah.
Like,
You're making just like your average meal in the house, and then people are like, "What are you concocting right now?"
yeah,
It's like what?
that, or like, yeah, again, like our shirts off or something like
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
I remember being at a couple
Just trying to go to bed.
family functions or something. It was
Mhm.
like, I think we were swimming. We had our shirts off.
Yeah.
Like all of our brothers did.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Put your shirts on." I'm like,
Hell no.
It's like, bro, I sleep. I was like, I walk around the house with my shirt on. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like a culture shock or something.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't even know.
Growing up at your guys' house was like, it was cool because I grew up in like almost the reverse. Like I have 5 sisters, 1 brother.
Yeah.
And so I just like going
So
to your
it's, like, a
house
little
kind of
different.
balanced me out. Like it put me where I needed to be.
Yeah, you found where you're.
Yeah, yeah. I
Wanted
was
to
like,
be.
okay, I got like my, like the,
You got a good
yeah,
sum.
yeah.
That was like a big thing I had to push through too. Just like for women and stuff. You know, like
Yeah,
once I
'cause-
started hanging out with with all
Yeah.
my friends, and there was girls in the group.
Mm-hmm.
It was really weird because like
You're just so
I would
used
just
to.
do a guy stuff, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
but they would get like, offended or whatever.
Yeah,
or like,
yeah. What are
whoa,
you doing?
why are you
Yeah.
saying that? Like, why would you say that? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I didn't know how to freaking talk. I didn't know how to
how to do this. Yeah.
But the thing is, I would never back down. I wouldn't like.
This shit got fucking energy drink in it, or
Yeah,
what?
that was.
Yeah, yeah.
It's getting me ramped up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would never, never back down, never give up.
Yeah.
And I would always just like argue with them or some shit.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
always get into it. Yeah, let's crank these out.
I need to get like
Let's
actual
take a
stands so that we can. I want those stands like the boom mics or like.
I wonder
the
if you can
stand,
get like a table.
So almost like
or
that
something.
stand right there that have that light on,
Yeah.
and it just clips to the table. Like I can get
It's
those
like-
pretty easy. I just
Yeah, I
didn't
like-
think that this was going to be a permanent table for the pod,
Mm,
so I didn't want to like clamp something to it or whatever because I do want to get like an actual spot for
an
it.
actual table.
I was gonna buy a shed, a big ass shed, and like make it a studio. It'd be pretty dope.
I thought you already had one, or you made one.
Just ASMR. But I had one back when I was a kid. It was like a 10x10 shed that I saved up for like 2 summers.
Yeah, and what happened to
Couple
that?
boys. So we kind of just grew up, and I like stopped using it because at first it was for like us to play kendama out of in the winter and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna like live in it. I was like,
I wanted to like camp out in it, like all like I told my
Yeah.
parents, I'm like I'm staying in this thing all summer. Like
Yeah.
I had a
It was
TV
cool.
in there. It
Yeah,
was dope,
you had a
but-
TV, and I was like a
Yeah.
beanbag chair, I think.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
I was like, wow, this is
Yeah,
homey.
chair, and then as I got older, I just like it kind of fell out of the I just kind of like grew
Yeah,
up
like
and
the
out of it.
AC and stuff.
Yeah, I just kind of
Just
like
whatever.
then after buying the shed and all the money's gone and there's like nothing else I can do with it, it's like now I can't get this for it because like saving up that money when you don't have a job and you're 14
Yeah.
years old, 13 years old is
You
kind of
already
hard.
did what you did.
Yeah, so I sold it to my dad. Like the shed's his now.
Oh, he just put his stuff in there now.
Yeah, so now he just
I
uses
always
it for
thought
storage.
it was your dad, and he just one day putting his stuff.
I think he
in there
put
or
like $200 into it because it was it was like $1,100 shed. Like all together, all said and done, he put $1,100
That's not
into
bad
it.
at all, actually.
But
It's
yeah,
pretty
like I think me and a couple of the boys saved up $800 for it. But like I saved up $800 and then, or like we saved up a certain amount of money. Then the other boys wanted out; they didn't want to be part of it anymore.
good.
So I kind of I had to. My mom's like, "All right, you have to give them their money back." So then we were at like
Oh,
600 and super close, and then like Wally wanted his. I think he had like 190 or 90. I remember it being 90, and he thought
something.
yeah. For some reason, I don't know why I remember that, but then I don't think Bozy ever like gave me his money because me and Wally would do chores around like our neighborhood and stuff, and we put our money into this little safe that we had. Didn't even have a lock on it, but it was like
would just keep it.
Bozy would just keep it, and he was just saving up, and he was actually saving up, and he was down. He's gonna do it with us, but then Wally wanted his money, didn't want to be part of it anymore, so then I had to give him his money. And then I was all like discouraged. I'm like, dang, we're so far away now to do this alone. But I ended up saving $800. $800, and my dad helped me with the rest of it.
That's
We drove and
sweet,
got it, and
actually.
me and my dad built it, and then like I think Bozy and Harry and Wally came and helped me paint it white and paint the trim and like do
that's
all that
sick.
stuff. But yeah, as a little 13-year-old kid, that was like a pretty big thing to
That's
save up
fun,
$800 to build a shed.
$800, dude. I never
That's a
seen-
lot of money for a 13-year-old kid, or like at least for me,
That's a lot.
Yeah,
And
it's
dude,
huge.
dude, I suck at saving money. Like that's my worst thing.
Hmm.
Like, well, it's not too bad. Like I could still save money, but man, I just want to spend my money sometimes.
Yeah.
Like some weeks I'll be like, really good, saving my money, and then some weeks I'll just be buying stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you buy?
It's probably just dumb stuff like clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm way like into clothes a lot for some reason, and mostly food too. Food's big.
Food's a big thing for me
bad.
too.
It's so bad for me, but I just
well, even healthy food is expensive, dude. So like, it's not even that it's like bad for me. It's just that like, you go out to buy like lettuce and fruits and stuff to make these smoothies and like make salads and like good food and stuff. It is expensive.
Yeah, and like I don't know, I'd just be buying like random stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe like one time just bought a mini fridge.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, for work every morning we'd go to like Maverick. I just get like a freaking like 2 burritos, which is wild because we were doing like lifting stuff. Yeah. So it like I was just hot and gross the whole day, but it was good. I just wanted
hot and gross, and you just want to use the bathroom and just boiling in your stomach and
I can't even do that anymore. Like my lunches are just it's like a sandwich, like apple banana. That's it because I'll die. I'll literally have a heart attack and die if I have anything.
That's what mine is. It's like I'll have energy drinks. Like going to the Maverick, I would go to I would go get an energy drink daily.
Do you still do that?
No, like
dude, it's
I try not to buy them, but like I went to Harmon's the other day and there was these energy drinks I'd never had before, and I knew the dude that owned the company, or like I followed him and like and it's cool to see his energy drinks in the store, or like more varieties of his energy drink in there. So I ended up buying 3 of them, and I'm like, I'll just drink them over like these next 3 days, 3 different flavors or whatever. But those are like I tried them all now, and I haven't had one, but like
that's crazy, dude.
But I was big. Well, I don't drink coffee or nothing, so that was kind of like my kick or whatever.
Your thing. Yeah, I do. Oh, goodness, dude, Guten Tag. But I drink coffee, like, but it was like more for the aesthetic for like a minute.
Yeah,
like, I remember I just like going to school. I'd hate waking up.
Yeah.
You know, you wake up at 6.
Yeah.
Or I'd wake up at 6 and leave at 6:45. So I have to hurry up and get ready, and I'm like super tired.
Yeah.
But then I started waking up at 5:30. So I could just for 30 minutes I just sit there.
Yeah.
And drink coffee, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that was so nice because now I was like more motivated, and I didn't have to like push myself up.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know, I can kind of
and then having to be in a rush, and that's just the worst too, because now you're trying to rush on top of being tired, and it's just the worst shit ever.
Oh my goodness, dude! Holy cow!
Need a fucking puke bucket or what?
Give me a little bucket here.
Yeah. But if you do need to use the bathroom at all, like throughout this pod, we could like
bring
pause
this mic in and just just pee, put it right by my face.
Yeah.
But, oh yeah.
What was like? I asked you. Oh, did I already ask you like what's your future gonna be like? Like what is it looking like in the future now that we talked about your early life? What's the future looking like for Logan?
So, the future I've had for myself like lately is like it was like probably the start of or like almost the end of 12th grade. So I didn't know what I wanted to do. You know, it was probably work with my dad.
Yeah.
Cabinet shop, whatever.
Yeah.
But then I decided I was like, I want to do plumbing, and I just want to make my own company, like like get really good. Like so, right now I'm working for a company called Granite Mechanics.
Okay.
And they're just a smaller bit, like they're a smaller business, and like we know them, like we're related to them, and just been working with them, trying to get like up there, and also like I'll have to do school, like 4 years of school.
Okay, so you're trying to learn how to do plumbing, and then start your own plumbing business?
Yeah, I don't I don't want to be a worker.
Yeah, yeah.
That bad. Like maybe if I'm making enough, like to be, like I can relax.
Yeah.
Because like it's not really a money thing. It's more of a just me. I want to do something now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like especially after finishing school, like I didn't think I was gonna graduate. Nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy because you're the third kid, but the first kid to graduate.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
A lot of us didn't. I don't know what, but like
it's
nothing
nothing
I didn't graduate
big
either. So that's pretty cool that you did it.
The deal is, it's like I flaunt it a lot. Kind of like I kind of talk about it but it's not really because I think I'm higher than everybody else. It's because it was something hard that I
actually struggled with,
and I was super
it was a challenge.
Yeah, I was super unmotivated forever, and I was like, oh, I just don't want to do school.
I remember hearing that, like it was like just this past year, it seemed like, to where it was like we're like, I haven't seen Logan in a bit. What's he up to? And it's like he's just been Chad in school,
grinding,
just grinding heavy,
grind. Yeah. That's all I've been doing.
Yeah,
and I did not. I missed probably. I want to say probably like 7 or 8 days of the whole year. I missed the school. Like I was there.
Yeah,
I was there.
Dang.
I think actually I probably missed a little more because we went. to like St. George for a week.
Dang. There's probably a
literally-
month. Or there's probably, I probably missed like 7 or 8 days a fucking month in high school, dude.
Yeah, dude. Same with Dabby. He wouldn't go. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't believe he graduated too with me. He
Dang.
grinded hard. I don't know how he did it, but
Dang.
he finished. But that was my whole life the whole time. I was like, okay, I want to be a plumber. I have to get my, I have to graduate.
Yeah.
And stuff. And so I was like, okay, this is my goal now, so I'm going to do it. And school just got easier and it was fun.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed going to school for
Dang.
that year. But I'm glad to be out. Like, I'm very
glad
glad to be out.
That's cool that you could like learn to grind your last year so that when you hop into doing a job, you already have like the habit of the grind.
motivation.
Yeah.
Mhm. And that's how it was for plumbing too. It's, I still wake up at 5:30. Like,
Yeah.
I have to be there at 7. But I wake up at 5:30 just to have coffee. And also, dude, like I tell everybody this because everybody needs to know this.
Yeah.
Is you need to stretch.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I have a morning routine, dude. Like, I got.
You need to send it to me because I
it.
legit so I'm into kendama and I've been in kendama for a long
Mhm.
time. You kind of got into it with me a little bit when I first started.
Yeah, sort of.
You had one, your brothers had one, or whatever.
Yeah.
But so I got pretty decently good at kendama, and I was into. I'm trying not to cut you off, but I'll say this real quick. But one of the kendama pros, because playing so much kendama, kind of messed up my back, and you're leaning over like hitting spikes, so like my knees, even like my elbows, like it did have issues, and I've been starting to run, like I've been doing running a lot, and I noticed that these issues show up, and it's just like things I never really had a problem with. But and then a kendama pro also felt this, and so he's like, well, I feel the need to help other kendama players because your back will get fucked up if you play for over 10 years. You're bending so much. Like, if you think about it, it's like so many mini squats that it adds up. And you're like just fucking your knees up if you're not doing right.
Well, also, it's not like full extension.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like you're grinding on this one little section of your knee.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, like, your knee will get like... It's messing up everybody. So then he got into these stretches and learned these stretches, went to college for fitness and like whatever. So he's been making these videos on Instagram to help kendama players and like what to do. So he sent me one. He's like, I DM'd him and I was like, do you have like any, like, what do you like have for me? Because my lower back hurts way bad. Like, I stopped playing kendama for a long time and started lifting, got back into kendama, and then just like I filmed a kendama video of me playing with every single kendama in my collection. And after that video, my lower back was fried.
Yeah,
like, that shit hurt so bad. And I was like, dang, what the hell? Did I, like, learn how to, like, am I playing different? Am I bending different? And I don't think I was. I was just using different muscles and, like, I don't know. I just, now that I'm just
using
different.
them so many times.
Yeah.
Like,
so I asked him if he had any protocols. He sent me this fat video of stretches to do. And he's like, if your back hurts, sometimes it's not even your back. Like, it could be, like, you work
like
from the bottom up.
something.
Like, start with ankles, stretch those out, calves.
A big
like,
thing's
anything
calves,
can
too.
fuck it up, you know? Anything can tweak it up.
Well, also, it's like some guy was talking about it. Like, a lot of chiropractors, like they're like think of it as like a building. Like, all your sports at the bottom.
Yeah.
So if your bottom sucks, you're gonna fall.
The top sucks,
you know, your whole thing's gonna break.
Yeah, your structure's bad.
And so, like, if your legs are sore that day, you know, you start leaning. On one leg or the other leg.
Correct it, and
then your hips.
Like, your hips,
move,
and then your hips move, and then your back hurts, and if your back hurts, you overdo it with your neck to try to correct the back. And
hips are a big thing too because that will make you so tight, and then it'll just curve your whole back. To try to compensate. But yeah, I have like a whole morning routine. Like, I got into it. It's like, you know, wake up.
Mm-hmm.
What I've started to do now is stretch in the morning too because it turns out I needed it.
Yeah.
But every night I'll do the same. Like, I just have a 10-minute stretch video. Do that. And when I wake up, I'll do that, but like shorter, like a shorter version. So like all the same stretches, but I just don't
like
hold them as long.
Less reps, less holds. Yeah.
And that helps so much because like lower back.
Yeah, you gotta send that to me because I want to start getting into that, and I have been doing it this week, and I have like videos of me doing it and stuff, so that I can kind of look back on it and see like what I changed and see if like my flexibility is getting any better because I do have like super bad mobility in my hips for squats,
crazy.
Bad mobility in my shoulders for benching. Like if I lay on the ground and try to put my hands to the floor this way, like if I straighten my arm and try to touch my hand on the floor, I can't touch the floor.
Yeah, mine.
That's how bad my mobility is.
My like tendon is super tight.
Yeah,
like, I still haven't fixed it, but like if I'd like put my arm in this position, and hold it, like my elbow just like tingles. Like my fingertips
I have
tingle.
that. I was having that, I think I had like nerve damage, but I pop my neck a certain way, and I would feel the shock go down
like
to
the
my
little
to my middle finger.
kink or whatever.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was like a little spasm thing. And then I was telling you earlier, I was doing deadlifts, and I was looking sideways in the mirror because I was like standing sideways to see how like my form was or whatever. That's just how I do deadlifts. Check this side.
Yeah.
And I was doing it, and I like looked over right like on a weird point in the rep to where like I was pulling the hardest, and I like looked over, and it fucking tweaked the shit out of me, and like my neck like fucking spasmed, and it scared the shit out of me, and I like for 2 weeks I didn't work my back at all. Yeah, I was like scared. I was like, no, deadlifts are trying to fucking kill me.
Trying to get to.
They're not called deadlifts for no reason. They're trying to kill me. Yeah,
deadlifts are, like, I never thought they were cool. Like,
well, they're fun because it feels like you're pulling a lot of weight. Same with leg day. It just feels like it just
feels good. But I saw some guy. He's just talking about it. Like, you've probably seen him on TikTok. He looks like a Roman soldier. Like,
oh yeah,
like the Roman soldier guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like,
Rizz. His name's like
I don't know. He's crazy.
Shreeds or something like that. Yeah. He's cool. He looks like a Greek god.
Yeah. He's like, this is a reminder that everybody needs to like train.
Yeah.
Deadlifts, and I was like, and at that point I was like, I don't really care for deadlifts.
Yeah.
But he was like lifting rocks and stuff. And like just bending down.
I saw him have like.
I was like, oh, like he's like, that's what it's used for.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't even think about that. I was
yeah.
like, I didn't even
he
think
started doing it was like pull-ups and shit, and then he was.
Yeah.
I think it was him. Somebody was saying that like just hanging from a bar, like full extension hanging from a bar, will correct your back and like it decompresses your spine if you just hang there.
It feels good.
It heals your shoulders and shit like that. So I started doing that, and that shit seems to be helping. This is like my second week of doing it. But
I want to try that too.
Placebo or not, it feels good.
Lower back.
It's my biggest thing because it hurts me. I thought it was my pillow. Like I was trying to figure it out. I bought a new pillow and everything. I didn't know what it was.
Get into it. Yeah. Mine. Well, I was like just insecure because like I still kind of have it too. I kind of hunch a little bit too much than I want, and it might just be because I need to do more back workouts instead of chest. But I always kind of hunch. So I was like, oh, I want to fix that, and just lower back. Like in the morning, like if I wake up and I'm like moving around, then if I'm like moving around, like, okay, I'm ready for the day. You know, I'm ready to go, and then I get in my car and I'm sitting down. Then I get to work, and then we get back in the car to go to the job site. Now my lower back hurts. Now my lower back hurts again. That's why I started stretching in the morning because my lower back hurts now from sitting all day. So when I get up now, I'm all like, gross.
Well, because even this morning I wake up and my back is feeling better, but a week ago I'd wake up and my back hurts, and I definitely need to like walk around and like warm up my back. Like I never noticed how much warming up helps. It's like my muscles are so tight, and then warming up my muscle actually warming up my muscle, and it like releases my muscle. Yeah. Then it's not like trying to freak the fuck out. I don't know what I'm doing at night. Like half of me was wondering like, do I have like a spasm every fucking night, or like am I holding like
you like?
Do I think I'm fighting in my dreams? Like what am I doing? But like because my back would hurt so bad.
Well, I think a big part is just how you sleep.
It could be
because when I
want to
sleep,
record myself.
I'm laying on my back. I'm laying on my side usually, so I'm like, I'm like this. And it's like, it's kind of uncomfortable, so I go to my back, but then I'll leave my head. Yeah. Like into the...
Well, that's how I do it, too. I'll hit the little...
Because I can't just lay my head straight.
Yeah.
It just hurts the back of my head, and I don't want a flat, gross head.
I have a flat, gross head, dude. You can cook fucking eggs on the back of my head, dude.
Really? Mine's
not
like
really,
a little
but like,
freaking...
I have a little bowl in there, yeah.
A little
but
bowl,
like, it's flat, and then I got the little fucking crease. And it's also like the way my hair grows makes me look like I'm fucking... I don't even know what. Yeah, flat-headed fucking thumb-looking kid, dude.
I wouldn't. Well, yeah, my head was always like had that. I think I had
a little alien head.
Alien because I remember. You remember Bionicles, dude? This is a weird story, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Bionicles, and they have like
the fucking
the clip
chunk back there.
You know the clip.
Oh yeah,
so they can have like the visor.
Yeah, okay.
It was like what was it called? So it wasn't like the ones that had like the elemental powers. It was like
shit, dude! It's been so long.
Like the protectors guys, but they're like It started with an H, and like on their chest they had like a little H.
Oh, people are pissed off because they
know
the word. Yeah. But either way, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, they had you could hook a visor, and they had their heads were like sticking out right here. Like, and that's all I thought of my head. I was like, oh, I got one of those. Like, I can put a freaking mask on.
We're Bionicle right now.
Oh, I was into Bionicles, dude.
Those were dope.
I
missed that shit.
I didn't like Legos as much as Bionicles. I was just
Really?
buy Bionicle. Yeah,
I was a big
Lego
Lego guy. Like I have a couple Legos, and like tonight, if we weren't doing this podcast or like even after,
build a Lego.
I was gonna build Legos on stream.
Legos were fun to build. That's
what we should have done.
Build some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
that was fun. But Bionicles was my favorite because I don't know. I just liked them more than Legos.
I think it just sparked my. That's like what sparked my creativity as a kid. I really think that Legos were like the thing that opened my mind to make me want to like create and start and like build and like begin and own and fun, dude. Just like it was the beginning.
ASMR real quick.
Oh, nice.
I just gotta crack my fingers.
Is there anything that you're into? Like, do you have any hobbies that are like kind of weird? Like, what do you do? Did you keep any hobbies that you were doing when you were a kid? Like for me, like kendama, I still kind of play that. Like even Legos, I'll still buy them.
Like I don't. I guess a little bit Pokemon now that we like get into it and stuff.
Yeah.
But I never like that's my problem. Like that's my what do you call it, vice or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I can't keep myself
like occupied
for long enough. Like I'll do something and get into it.
Yeah.
But either I'm too scared so I won't buy the stuff, or I'll just get out of it completely. Yeah. Like just completely forget.
Just lose interest.
Like what I was saying, I would make rings and stuff, and I want to keep doing that. Because it's fun, and I have like
metal or what?
Just wood and rings? Like so I had Dremels and stuff like that. Yeah. And also I could make. I made one, dude. I made one today. I was gonna tell you in the car, but I wanted to save the story.
Yeah.
There's these things. So when you're plumbing, and there's like tubes sticking out of the wall. So like, have you installed before like cabinets?
But I think I was wondering.
So it's like they're just the right under the sink. Those little things that you can twist to turn off the water.
Yeah. And there's like hot and cold or whatever.
Hot and cold, yeah. And now, so they used to be like mostly copper, like every pipe, but now they're plastic and one's like red. One's red and one's blue.
One's blue, yeah.
And there's these little copper pieces. They're called PEX.
Okay.
And oh man, I forgot the term of what you do to it, but there's a machine there's a tool that it's crimp. You crimp it so you crimp it to the pipe. Yeah. With the little sink thingy.
Yeah, the little.
Yeah, I should know this, but it's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
But those things, there was a big one, and it was like bigger than my finger, but I crimped it down to fit my finger. And then also there's these things that you have to have, and it's like when you cut a copper pipe, it's all sharp, so you have this little knife, and it freely moves. Okay. So like you put it in the pipe and like do this. Okay. And it'll kind of like clean it up. Okay. So I did that to the little PEX piece, and like did it to both sides, so now it doesn't cut me. And then also you have to clean the copper pipes because usually they have like some residue on them. Yeah. And I just grabbed one of those. And it's pretty much like a sander. Okay. So I sanded off all the gross part. Oh, nice. And now it's all clean and shiny, and it's a ring. Like I just made it. Yeah. I was just at work bored. Yeah. I didn't have nothing to do, so I did that.
I did that at work one time. Like, there's this little dowel, like a little wooden dowel that we used to like plug holes or whatever. And there's like a piece of it cut that we used, and I was just like bored and had no work, so I was just like carving this piece. I made a full kendama, like carved a kendama out of it. And shit. It was pretty dope. But yeah, like, I was like about to like fucking make a good amount of them.
I want to do that because now that I have like the Dremel and stuff, I could make kendama, like allegedly make some kendamas.
Yeah. But rings are dope. Like I was following some dudes on TikTok. I'll have to like send them to you. But some guy makes rings out of spoons. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does like all
those
that.
Those would be fun, and those are like pretty easy too because you just have to get the machine to.
And then there was people that will comment a random item. They'll be like, swimming pool, and he makes a ring out of a swimming pool or like some part of the swimming pool. He just like slowly added. Somebody said Legos once, and he did like a ring that had like one of those little Lego studs, like just one of the tiniest studs, like
like pressed into it or something.
Pretty much like what a coin is on like Lego Star Wars that you collect.
Yeah,
stud. Yeah. It was just like a single stud that he like molded it, so like that was like the gem, like just like a little stud. Sick. It was like a silver ring. Then he could like stack other Legos on it. Like he put a dude on it. He like built some actual like bird thing sick, on it. Dude. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's hard too because like they break easy too. I need epoxy or something. Like, or some type of wood.
Resin would be sweet to do, like resin, or like I bet even if you got. Have you seen those things where people like they get a drill, and then they put like a rod in the drill so that it's just like the drill bit is just like a normal rod, but the rod has a hole in it, and then you put like wire in that hole, and then turn on the drill, and then hold the wire, and the wire will like
Oh yeah,
coil
wrap up and then
and then you
turn it
snip it and then snip it and then make a bunch of
little rings,
little
or whatever.
rods and rings, and then people
Yeah.
like will make like chainmail armor or
You can,
rings
like,
out of it.
Well, yeah, you, like pound them down and
You
stuff.
pound them
and you
down,
get 'em.
yeah.
Yeah. That would be fun too.
Yeah.
What got me into it a little bit more too was Victor.
Yeah.
He makes rings out of like quarters and stuff.
Oh dang, that's
and
sweet.
I made a quarter ring with him.
Dang.
It was cool. I think we didn't polish it enough because it makes my finger all green when I wear it. But you like pop out the middle, bend it, like heat it up, bend it. It's
yeah,
so
check these
cool,
two
dude.
out. So like, my
I was
girlfriend
looking at
Katie.
those a
She
second ago,
took
yeah,
a
so I
class
wanted
in
to see.
college, so she made that one
See,
for
that's
me.
sick.
And this is just like sterling silver. So like she made that
full
one
silver.
too.
This is full silver.
Sterling
This
silver,
is
whatever that means.
nice.
But yeah,
This
like
is round, too.
she made those and like that's pretty dope. She took a full class for it. But like
That's
you
sick.
could
This one's
easily
cool.
do something like this. You could tell she didn't finish this one fully, but like the idea was pretty sick. Like she had to like first like make it out of foam or something weird first, or like some wax.
Oh, like
and then you like pour it or something.
pour it in, yeah.
I made an aluminum kendama when I was younger too. Like I had to like make this forge thing for like school as like my final project in like 7th grade.
Oh, that's
But like
sick.
and I like melted down cans that we got from my dad's work like
That's way
back
sick,
when I was
dude.
younger, and then we made.
How good? Do you still have it?
I think I might, but it's not finished. Like it looks like shit, but like it was gonna be a good idea. Like the ball looked fine because at first you just like you get a bucket of sand, and then you
Yeah, have to
you
press
put the
it.
foam in there. Like you carve whatever you want out of foam first. Then you put the foam in the sand and leave a little bit of the foam sticking out. And then when you pour the metal on the foam, it melts the foam in the shape of whatever's in the sand.
Yeah,
It
and
takes
you have
place of it. But
Yeah,
the
I've
sand
seen
stays
that.
still. Yeah.
Like on YouTube,
Yeah.
the guys who just be making
Yeah,
that
just
stuff.
like casting with aluminum, but like that's what I did, and it was a pretty cool experience, and it worked pretty good. But
That's fun.
yeah, I just like didn't finish it.
I never got into like metal. It was too hard.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to burn my
Yeah, wood's
I bet
dope
now.
though. Have you seen the wooden watches?
Yeah,
Those are
those
sweet.
are sick.
I always wanted to get one of those. I
Oh,
never
dude,
did.
I have a watch collection too. I forgot about
Do you
that.
really?
Yeah, I have
Dang.
like 8 watches right now.
That's dope. My fucking Pokemon collection. I need to show you that. Speaking of Pokemon, should we bust
Dude,
open our
let's
packs?
Bust them up. Let's do this. Bust it wide open.
But yeah, I got you three of the newest packs.
Oh, sweet, dude. Yes. Oh, yes.
3 of the Zard ones. So we'll see if we pull something good out.
All right. I say we do a little bit of ASMR while we open these.
We might have to.
Get into it.
That's the only downside with this portable podcast thing is it runs out of batteries, and we're already pretty low. Worst case, I have extra batteries in that bucket. We'll just refill it. We can continue.
Yeah, quick.
So yeah, if your mic cuts out, that's why, and we'll just continue from where we started. But
Alright, so we'll
just keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna rip this open. Oh, it's such a nice.
I'm gonna Rizz
That's
this
a
open.
nice
I love these. I think they're called blister packs or whatever, but I love the packaging. It's sick.
So we're gonna open this pack up. Careful. I'm gonna get my teeth on this one. It smells like a dream. See, we're opening the pack. We're opening the packs now. Oh shoot!
I'm busting mine wide open.
Okay, what is it? Oh,
one to the front.
One to the front. Okay. I want to see what you get first. I want to see what you get first, though.
Little excited. Whoa,
Live reaction,
we're
guys.
We're hitting. Are we hitting? Oh, we got shit on. We got. Gita. Oh. Dark Knight.
Dark basic energy. Oh, this is the.
Oh, that's. I got
the
the.
new guy, right?
Yeah, I got the next
guy.
version. He was lit.
Oh,
That's
swaggy.
probably the best card in my pack.
Lily Pup.
Liddy? What is
This
that?
guy's.
Clobbering?
I
Claude?
feel like he looked different. Is
Oh,
he
that's not Ditto. Right? He looks like Ditto to me.
Or like, this guy's shouldn't be dark type. I think.
Oh, he should be water.
Yeah, wait, yeah.
right?
This is the new
No, I'm tripping.
Pokemon, and he's supposed to be water. I think. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's now dark. Okay, I
But
was
he's
tripping.
Paldean, whatever that means.
Oh,
Whoa.
this guy's.
That guy
Did he get a evolution? I don't remember.
Whoa. Or no,
He's
I've
dope.
seen him before. Trevor,
Oh,
I
okay,
swear
I
I
was
have.
like,
I
no
thought
way.
it was that Sudo Voodoo dude. I don't know if you ever
Yeah,
heard him. Yeah.
I don't know.
Whoa. Oh, I was tripping for a sec. I was like,
Wait.
wait, it's the same dude, but it wasn't.
Who?
I'm just making
What
shit
is
up.
this guy?
He's supposed to be lightning.
Oh, what?
I'm pretty sure. Because he's like a
Dude, I like
lightning
the thing
fish.
they have, like how it's like.
Yeah, you can see
It's
the
all
energies.
weirdy
Like
and
all
like- okay,
woof,
okay.
woof, woof. What do you got? Wait, you still have more cards. You still have more cards.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, one more.
One more?
Do you have one more?
No,
No,
that's
no, okay,
that's all.
Wait, let me see him though.
That's a reverse hollow, right?
Reverse hollow Togekiss. That's pretty sick.
That's very good. So the first one was very good, yes. Okay, that was kind of sad.
Are you gonna bust open the rest or save them?
What should we do? Should we do another?
If you want to.
How many we got?
Just 3 left. They're all yours.
All mine?
Yes, sir.
Here, we'll save them, but in between, I think
in between,
randomly, we'll just decide to
just Pokemon time. All right,
stack one up.
Let's get a couple. So wait, hold on. Speaking of Pokemon cards, I put a Pokemon card on eBay, and I just got a message from somebody wanting to buy it. So let's see what they said.
For how many?
Oh, somebody's asking if I have a picture of the back, because I forgot to post it when I normally do.
Let's take a picture of your back.
Yeah,
just
send it to him. Yeah, in the Rizz pose.
Yeah, take a picture of your back and
yeah.
holding the card.
Yeah. I'm just butt naked, dude. Just the back of me. Let's see. So there's people on our Instagram. We post like those questions on our story, and we call it a brain freeze because it has to do with smoothies, brain freeze.
Yeah.
Just something that makes your brain think, something that makes your brain freeze.
Okay.
That's just kind of like a play on the words of brain freeze. Either way, we got some questions from our viewers, so our fans, and one of the questions was, "What does success mean to you?" Pretty big question. You can take as much time as you need to think about it.
Success mean to me?
Yeah, broad question.
I don't know. Like, I think success. Well, yeah, no, that's a good way to word it because it's what is it to you, not what success is.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's like I feel like it can change. I feel like success changes with you. Like, what you think. Because, I thought I was like success is for me right now is graduating high school, and now it's like trying to become a plumber, and then it'll go to.
So it's always.
But I feel like my success would be just. Probably start a family and stuff.
Yeah.
That's like, that's just the big one. Like, like the broad, let's.
Yeah.
What we're working towards.
Yeah.
But success would just be like.
I'd agree.
How, where are you at in your life? Like, do you like where you're at?
I'd agree that success is always changing. I know, somebody has a quote. I'm going to try to find it real quick and I'll play it because I don't want to sit here and try to act like I know what he's talking about it. But, what's his name? Shit. I'm going to give you the next question, and then you'll answer it while I look for this. All right. So this one says, share an ick you have about your best friend / partner. Just share an ick that you have.
But I don't have a partner. What if I don't have a partner?
Best friend. They said best friend or partner.
An ick. That's a good one because I'm trying to think of who I would do. Who I would pick for that ick. I guess this is a little bit more broad, but an ick I have is seeing an old friend for the first time in a long time, but they're not
who they were when you left them.
That or they're not like you, because I'm always I hang out with the boys, my brothers and stuff, so I'm like, oh, we kind of do this, we kind of shit around, whatever the hell. Yeah. But then they're like, oh, they're disconnected from. Yeah. It's like I outgrew them or I just went a different way. Yeah, yeah. And then when I see them doing stuff, I'm like, it's weird,
Yeah, yeah.
Or
throws you off.
Their jokes are different.
Oh yeah, their humor's off and stuff.
Humor's using because I don't if I don't find it funny and they keep saying maybe their friends find it funny, the ones they hang out with, but I don't, so I'm I feel so disconnected, so it's kind of gross.
Yeah, I feel that's a valid one, but I feel like you.
Yeah, did you find that thing?
Yeah, so back to the what does success mean to you? What I found was, I think this is low key what I'm picking up from what you're saying. Matthew McConaughey has a speech he does about someone who's his hero, and basically, what I was pulling from you when you were saying that is success always is changing depending on what you're going toward. Mm-hmm. So basically, you're always going to chase success, and basically hopefully you never achieve success because
you don't want it.
There's always something that you have to keep on grinding.
It's always I do believe enjoying the things you have, or you never had anything, a lot of people say enjoy the things you have or else you've never had anything at all. Yeah. I can enjoy it, but if there's no motivation, it's what am I doing? Because sometimes you'll be in bed man, I don't want to go to work, or I don't want to do any of this stuff because I'm just unmotivated. But then you're wait, I'm trying to chase a bag, or I'm trying to get family,
or like
I'm trying to do this.
Like
you
4
ready to
years
go.
ago, I'm kind of in the spot that I wish I was. Like I wish I had a job, wish I wasn't in school, wish I had a girlfriend, wish I had this much money, wish I was doing this thing, you know. So you're like, oh shit. But here's the speech. Let me play it real quick.
So you're a hero? And I was like, not even close. No. He said, why? I said, because my hero's me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero's always 10 years away. I'm never going to be my hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing. So, to any of us, whatever those things are, whatever it is we look up to, whatever it is we look forward to, and whoever it is we're chasing, to that I say amen. To that I say, all right.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah, that's pretty much. That's what reminded me of it. That's pretty much what we're saying. Or pretty much
That
what
guy's
I'm saying.
he's a good ass actor.
Oh yeah, he is
very good.
He's like one of the top to
Very
me.
fresh.
Yeah.
I need to put my leg
Liddy.
up.
Yeah. So that was. I'm only gonna ask you 2 of them, but
Just 2?
shout out to __ Lancey _ or maybe it's just _ Lancey _ But shout out Lance for sending those 2 good questions in. There was more questions, but I just picked his 2 because they were, in my opinion,
decent question.
good
Where
ones
do they
that I
put
chose
those
for
questions?
Logan. Where do they put them?
Yeah, where do they put those questions?
So you can put them in the description of the YouTube videos, or follow us on Instagram, and then each week on our story on Mondays we usually do, like we put up one of those question things and we'll say like brain freeze, and then you just type it in.
Oh, sick.
So yeah,
I didn't even know that. Dude, I need to get on Instagram more almost now. Like,
yeah.
I hate saying that, but
yeah.
I miss a lot of stuff because a lot of people are on, but there's so many stories. Like, every day I'm just.
That was another thing that I was remembering back when just a minute ago when we were talking about, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, like having a hobby for a little bit and then jumping out of it, or like completely just like cutting it off. I deleted Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, like I deleted all social media like a while back. I had nothing for like 2 months, and I got like pretty deep into chess, which was super weird, but I was like pretty deep into chess. And I was loving it.
There was like a chess like tsunami or something.
Yeah, something was going on, but like I got deep into chess, like learning how to play chess, and that was pretty cool. And then I re-downloaded Instagram, and then it like went away. Like it was just like
don't have
it. But like not having my phone and not being able like to just like tell it, like I don't know like what it is, but like hopping on TikTok or like whatever to just have a place to jump into and suck my life away for that many hours. It felt weird to have that many hours that I'm just like, I would look at my phone and then my fingers are so used to like going to like the folder or like the page that Instagram's on and then not have it be there. After I got out of that habit, like I would lose my phone. Like I'd put my phone down and just like not even be worried about where it was, and I loved the feeling of it.
Yeah, that's
and nice. I tried to keep it as much as I can right now. Like it taught me a lot even right now, but I can feel myself getting back to where I'm like, I would like close Instagram and then go back into it. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? What is this? But weird thing
I don't know. It's been weird, and like I have had those thoughts, like, oh, maybe I should delete Instagram and stuff, try to get off of it. But for some reason, like I've just been slowly getting off of it. Like, I was checking my like screen time. Yeah. And it's like it was like 2 hours a day, which like
that's pretty good.
But I didn't have a job then, and it was 2 hours. Like, that's not bad at all. Like, I'm barely even on my phone. And
I feel like in your heart what is good and what is bad. How much screen time is good, how much screen time is bad. No matter what you're doing on your phone too. You can spend 3 minutes on your phone, but like if you're watching fucking negative videos or like absorbing negative content, then that's negative. But if you're spending 30 minutes like learning something new, then I feel like that's
I've been doing that
that's a win. Yeah.
Lately too, like random, like I told myself, I was like, okay, anytime I have just a random ass question, I'm just gonna look it up. I'm just gonna Google it and try to find out, because I was sick and tired of like being like, oh, I wonder what about
not
this.
knowing or always saying, I wonder. Yeah, I feel that too.
And now it's like I don't have to wonder. I can go to Google.
We have Google.
We could get the answers.
Saying I wonder back in the day was a valid thing to say, but now we should never have to say that and then just look it up.
Yeah,
that's
dude, I think in like the 70s they didn't even know what like an alpaca was, like in America. Like nobody's ever.
That's what I was saying. Like a Komodo dragon. There's no way we knew what that was unless we had them in our backyard.
Would be freaking out. Yeah, like if you saw one.
You seen as a big ass Godzilla.
That'd be scary.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Komodo dragon.
Yo, is that dude in the fucking
saw a video.
suit?
Yeah, I saw a video that was so funny. It was like, it's like there was a snake in the freaking ceiling.
Oh shit! I've seen that.
Yeah, it's a little toe,
You
and
see
he
a little
goes to
toe?
grab it, and it freaking
It
falls.
breaks the fan. And
It's the biggest, dude.
Oh, dude, I'm so
Freaking-
terrified
I'm
of
going
snakes
mobile.
right now.
I'm going mobile.
Yeah,
I need to find this video, dude. It
Dude,
was so
I'm
funny.
terrified of that video. I saw a video, so I follow this account, which I probably shouldn't because it's some dark shit, but it's called,
Yeah.
it was some nature. It was like dark nature or nature is dark or something like that. And
Yeah, what is
there's
this?
like a thing of a Komodo dragon eating a monkey,
Dang.
like just
dude.
tearing it up, and then there's this one of a dude getting bit by a crocodile. One where a bear bites this dude's face, like wild animal shit.
That's
like with just like
crazy.
other animals or even
That's
humans.
kinda
And it was
it's
scary.
like scary to watch.
It was
that.
so wild to know that, like, how many times do you think this stuff happens and it's not recorded? And it's crazy that this many times it has been recorded, you know?
Yeah,
Just
and
like there's somebody being eaten by a
who's, like,
fucking gorilla.
recording it. Who's like?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, go
oh,
help him, dude.
shit.
Your bro is getting eaten by a bear.
Yeah.
Put the camera down, save him.
It's like that one video that
No.
the freaking oh shit a rat.
Yeah, yeah. yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I want to find this video so bad. I can't remember what it was on.
Should I bust open a pack while you're finding it or what?
Yes.
All right,
Oh, yes, dude.
To that I say, all right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right.
I'm gonna open up this bad one
Now
because I'll leave you with all the Charizard ones.
Okay. Oh. Whoa, that was loud.
Did you find it?
No, I just found what's this elements? The new Pixar elements.
Did you watch that?
Mm-mm.
I didn't.
It looked actually good. I kept seeing clips.
I think it looked satisfying, but like I
yeah,
don't really care to watch it, you know?
satisfying.
It's like a satisfying artwork.
and how they animate fire and like what
Energy?
fire does to stuff and like what
Yeah.
water does to stuff.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
I want to know
Dang.
like the idea behind it, like how there's gonna be like a I don't know. I wanna
Yeah.
know their motive.
Oh, dude, I can't find the-
toxicity. I always get this.
Okay, I can't find the video, but I have to show you this video because I think you were on the train with us with this. Like, do you remember this?
Oh,
The
Wizard 101 was
Wizard 101.
it was fire, dude.
But it
I
looks
missed
so
that
bad
shit.
though. Look at this.
Yeah,
video,
yeah.
though.
That
Like,
dude
what
in
they
the
did
beginning, I was
the-
like, what the fuck? But it's giving me like Skylanders vibes. You know, like chaos from
Skylanders,
Skylanders, dude. Skylanders was the best thing to
dude,
ever happen.
it was so
It was,
fun.
it
And
was
when we
ahead of its time,
dude,
bring that
and,
shit
like,
back, please, please.
the freaking the one guy
It's too
like
good.
we were playing it so much, and the one guy we wanted so bad was the dude with the hammer, like the rock.
Oh,
like
dude,
the
Crusher.
Crusher,
I, like,
yeah,
know
and it
all
was
their
like
names.
the Giants,
The
or whatever.
Giants,
Dude.
Yeah, yeah.
So fun, and like they had a story, like Clumshanks or like
Yeah,
died
yeah.
or whatever, Clumshanks or
Yeah,
whatever his
little
name
goblin dude.
is. Yeah, he
Yeah.
like sacrifices himself because
Yeah.
they're getting like sucked into the
Some
thing
volcano or some weird. I don't know what it was.
fucking portal in the sky.
Oh,
Because
oh,
that's
yeah, the
flying
portal, yeah, yeah.
floating island thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember now.
Dude, the story was
That's where he dies every time.
wild.
But the story was
Well, he
decent.
was
Like
gone
I
after
remember
that.
watching. They had a Netflix series and
Yeah,
the stories
the
were good.
series.
Yeah, and then even all the games made sense, and it was just the smartest ideas ever. Just to like have
It was
elements, and then each
so-
person had like a cool name. Like Crusher was to do with a hammer. Then there was
Yeah.
like
Who's
Tree
that?
Rex, and he was like a T-Rex rock
Yeah,
or like
who
a
was
tree dude.
Freaking motion potion or what was his
the
name?
motion of the potion. Yeah,
Yeah,
his name was
what was his name? That was
Pop
his
Fizz. His name was Pop
Pop
Fizz.
Fizz, yeah.
Then there's Trigger Happy. And he had
Trigger
two guns,
Happy
and
was
he's
the
like
guy,
a
dude.
psychoed out dude.
That was so fun.
What-
And the
what
one
else?
tree
What
dude,
else?
like the one.
I had like there was like this shark dude with brass knuckles, and that dude was sick. I don't remember
yeah.
his name.
Yeah, you had a guy who had like a cyclops. Or like
Oh
one
yeah, yeah,
eyeball,
single eye.
the
His
big
name was Eyebrow.
eyebrow.
Yeah.
We had
dude. I had him like maxed out, dude. He could do anything in the book. Like I knew the combos. I knew
That's
like everything. It was lit.
There was this one guy too. He was like a robot and he had big fists. What was his name?
Oh, did he have one wheel? As
Yeah,
As
or
a
and he
judgment?
had like
I don't
think
remember his
gun
name, but he
hands,
had
too.
gun fingers. Yeah, yeah. He was lit.
He was
His name was
way
like
sick.
bouncer or some shit. I don't
Yeah, and
remember.
who's the tree dude? The freaking the giant tree.
Wasn't that Tree Rex?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
Tree Rex.
Yeah,
Tree
yeah.
Rex.
It was tripping.
names
But there
were
is
so
another
good.
tree dude, and I can't remember what his name was, but there was some other dude I was thinking of who was a mushroom. Do you remember him?
I don't remember.
Like a mushroom guy. He's pretty funny. And then there was like, dude, they had like the smartest
Yeah,
stuff. though.
Spyro and like.
Yeah, Spyro was like the
Spyro's
very
a
first one. He was
different
just the
game,
main
yeah.
dragon because there used to be an old game. It was
Yeah,
called
Spyro.
Spyro's
They
Adventure, like
remade one.
Spyro. Yeah, yeah.
They
yeah.
made a new game.
So
for,
then
like,
that's what they turned Skylanders into. Was like
Spyro.
Spyro's
Such a good idea,
Skylanders.
and,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just the little things.
You put the
to
little
get
dude. You have to go buy
figurines
the
is
dudes
so
and put them
fun.
on the portal. Then he'll show up on your
Yeah,
TV.
dude, I remember-
Dude, Young Me was tripping. I was like,
I remember,
how?
dude. That
How
we
does it
went
know?
to freaking Toys R Us before it
Oh,
just
dude.
went down.
Went bankrupt,
I can't
yeah.
believe I was able to go to Toys R Us before
Yeah.
it was down, and there was like a billion Sky.
Dude, they had
Skylanders.
like glow in the dark dudes. They had there were crystals out. Like I remember I went to GameStop when I was a kid, and there was like on the top shelf like this glow in the dark character that wasn't the normal glow in the dark character that you've ever seen. It was just like
Yeah.
it was like 4 different characters glow in the dark, and it was like a GameStop exclusive
Dude,
set. And I was
it
like,
got big.
what?
The game that was
Bring
huge.
it back.
I know. I want to
please. I want
and
my
when-
kids to play it.
Dude,
I'll let them play that. I don't want my kids playing video games.
Stuff.
Dude, I sold mine to a kid that's in our one of our cousins. I sold it to him, and he still loves them. I had like a backpack that had like you slide the guys in
and you
super
had like
nicely.
a billion
I had
billion
a fuck
guys.
ton of them, dude.
And
I remember like doing so many jobs to buy them.
Yeah, dude. I remember we went to your house. I went to your house this one time, and I think this was like you were 13 or something. And I was like just looking at them, like you had them displayed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, these are cool. And then you had dudes that like had magnets, and like you can switch them out.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even
you could
know
swap
that
them.
was a thing.
because
I
that was
tweaking.
it was
I
called like
what?
Skylanders like
Something
swap.
Force. Something
swap
Force.
Yeah,
Swap
yeah, yeah.
Force? Swap
Then there was a
Force?
crystal one. I had the crystal
Yeah.
one too. I wasn't
Oh,
even
where
like,
you put like the
you can put a crystal in and it would like change the. I don't know what
the
it did,
thing-
but then there was like the
place.
there was the dudes, and each dude, it was almost like the giants, but they had like a special weapon or something.
That's
Something special
sick.
about them, and then that thing would be made out of crystal. So there's like a crocodile with like this crystal bow. Then
That's
like this
way
other dude with the
sick,
crystal
dude.
this.
Remember,
It was dope.
what was it? Just forget. What was the name? Sorry, I keep cutting you off a bunch.
No, you're good. This is what podcast
What
is.
was
When
the
I get
name?
excited, I
Yeah.
start like, wow. Yeah.
Well, it was the Disney one.
Talk about-
the Disney
oh,
freaking Disney.
Where they copied
something.
Skylanders, dude. That was called Disney Infinity.
Disney Infinity. I was
Yeah.
about to look it up. They had
Yeah.
like. Did they still make them? Hold
Ooh, no, they started. There was a Switch one too. There was like
On
a
the
Nintendo
Switch?
one, or maybe it wasn't on the Switch, but there was a Nintendo one. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I can't
remember.
remember. Here, let's look.
Amiibo. Look up Amiibo.
Oh well, no. Amiibos are.
Amiibos. Are they like Skylanders?
Not
Maybe
really.
I'm
Like
tripping.
they're like the figurines, but they just like give
Oh.
you like in-game
Oh, okay.
things. So like if
Okay.
you're playing Legend of Zelda,
Mm-hmm.
you'll get like a chest and like some either armor.
And if you
or
have this
food or
Amiibo,
something.
you can unlock it. or
yeah,
what?
yeah, and you like put it on
Okay.
the. It'll just give
Yeah.
it to you,
Okay.
and you can only use it like once a day. But you can get cool stuff like
Yeah.
horses in the game and armor sets
Oh,
and
nice.
all that. Let's see.
That's dope.
Disney Infinity. I remember. I thought they went to. Did they just go to 3 and that was Star Wars?
Oh shit!
Because
I forgot they even had a 2.
Star Wars 7.
Dang, they did. They had like they went hard, kind of.
3.0
Yeah,
edition.
Disney 3.0. Yeah.
2.0 was
2.0 we had
2.0
that one.
was Marvel when they
2.0 was
when they bought Marvel. I think.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They
I
had
think
like the
something
whole
like
thing.
that. Yeah. I remember
So
we had it,
fun,
but I
dude.
like Skylanders more. I was like always like walking. Yeah, if I like come home,
Skylanders
people
is
are playing
better.
Disney Infinity. I'm like, turn this shit off, bro. Skylanders is the shit.
Yeah, Skylanders is way better.
Bro,
so
you
let's
ain't
see.
playing Swap Force, bro. You're playing Disney Infinity
freaking
2.0.
Disney- Yeah, so let's see. Disney
So yeah, Disney Infinity. Which one?
from the magic within our hearts
To the adventure beyond the horizon.
we have our heading. Here we go. Disney Infinity 3.0.
Dang, dude.
It had Skywalker and
Oh yeah, that's lit. Dude, I liked
What
the
a
art and
baddie.
how they felt. They felt like smooth. Like they had like a certain feel touch to
dude,
them. It
and
was cool.
They were bad too. Like so good.
There's only one.
yeah. Only one single. I had a fat crush on this girl, dude. Watching.
Oh, what's her
freaking,
name? Ahsoka?
Ahsoka.
Yeah. She held her shits backward, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, it's like I'll
I
go
want
to
you to hold me
town.
backward.
Go to town on her.
Yeah.
You think about her.
I'll
Oh,
go
I
to-
can't even zoom out. No
I'll
more.
go to Hoth on her.
Wait, why? Oh, there we go. I was wondering if they made another Disney Infinity though, like a 4. But what would it be about? What would it be? I think
I
they
wonder
stopped.
why
I think
why did they
stopped.
stop, do you think?
The appeal was gone. I mean, after Skylanders fell.
What was the next
It's done.
thing?
Wait,
do you think
hold
No, I don't think Fortnite came out after that.
Fortnite? Dude, it was close.
What was the
because-
next thing? What was like the next big thing? Like if we think about gaming and what was like
What was
what's
the
the
big
word?
stuff?
What was the
thing?
what was like world crushing, world
Crushing.
world breaking?
It must have
like,
been
you know what I'm saying?
like it had to have been like PUBG or something, or like
Yeah,
oh wait
a
no
bad-
CS:GO or something.
Oh, maybe.
Wasn't CS:GO huge?
But like for kids, what was the next thing after Disney
I don't
Infinity?
know.
Because that was the
'Cause,
big
like,
thing.
I'm looking at this and it says Disney Infinity 4.0, but this might be like fan
Leaks
art
and
or some
fan
shit.
made
Yeah,
shit.
like
Yeah,
look, some
probably is.
fucking- like Guardians of the
Oh
Galaxy. in
yeah,
the background.
but dude, I
Stupid
was
shit.
seeing some shit that was like on TikTok, people saying that they might bring back Skylanders. I was dead ass.
Really?
Let me look that shit up because if that's true, we are
Look that up,
doing
look
a
that up.
Skylanders stream, dude.
We're streaming Skylanders.
what's the word? We
Dude,
are gonna
Listen,
speed run
when they
Skylanders.
drop, let's buy all the ones they have.
I'm gonna
We
fucking
have
buy
all the
of them,
guys.
dude.
We have
All
all
of
the
them.
dudes.
We got the money.
We have the money. We have the stuff, dude. That's a big thing too. Like once you, like I thought when I was like, you know, growing up, I was like, oh man, I just want to buy these toys, but I don't have money.
Yeah.
But now that I have money, and
Yeah.
for some reason I was.
And now you're gonna be bullied if you play with those toys,
Yeah.
but you have the money to do it now. That's how I feel with Pokemon and Legos. It's
No,
like,
but we do it. We still do it.
Yeah, fuck it. We do it.
I
We
don't
ball.
care. I really don't. And
I don't either.
I was like, I have money. I'm gonna go buy
Yeah.
some Legos.
I'm
And
gonna
dude,
buy
that's
hella
what
Legos.
Ed Sheeran did too. He was like
Did he?
working. He like was just working
Just
there
like
for
pleasing
one
the
day.
child in me, pretty much. Is just
Yeah.
like what the.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
He was like, I think he was saying he was like pretty poor when he was a kid or something.
Yeah.
And like, he just couldn't buy a Lego, so he went to go buy his little nephew Lego set, and he bought himself one too or something.
Yeah.
And he like was working there. Like he goes there a lot, and he just started like he just put on a robe and started working.
This is trying to tell me, dude, Skylanders could be making a return in 2023. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. That shit is coming back, dude.
Spyro. Well, they already made a Spyro.
Oh, remastered. That one was already called Skylanders Spyro or Skylanders.
Well, they made just a standalone Spyro because Spyro used to be just Spyro.
Yeah, it was called Spyro. Yeah, and I think I had it on.
I always
something.
thought. Wait, I always thought. Oh wait, no, there was another dragon that looked like Spyro.
Yeah, there was a
What
girl,
was
and
it?
her
She
name
was
was
like Dark
Cinder.
Type.
Her name was Cinder.
Yeah, Dark Type or
And
whatever.
she was the one that I had that was glow in the dark. And so I was like, that's the only
sick.
glow in the dark character. But no, I went to GameStop and I seen like 4 other glow in the darks. I was mind blown. I was like,
That's
no, we need to get
wild.
them.
Dude, what was crazy too is we got the Wii. We got
Oh, I had it on
a
Wii
blue-
first.
We had a blue Wii.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it came with Skylanders, and it came with a blue Tree Rex. He's
Oh
blue.
shit!
It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so
yeah.
sick,
You guys had
dude.
it. I was like, no way.
I was tweaking. I was like, no
I remember
way.
I was in, I want to say 5th grade, and went to my buddy's birthday party, and he liked it too. And that's like what I got him for his birthday was
Yeah.
it was like the whale Thumpback. That was his name.
Thumpback?
Dude, I remember their names. Most of their names, dude, I have them.
was
But
so
his name
sick.
was Thumpback, and I got it for him. But his mom also got him Thumpback. So then he let me keep the one that I gave him.
Oh,
And I was so hyped about it because I was like,
dude.
I was low key like mad because I was like, my mom was like, "What's the best Skylander?" And I didn't know why she was asking me. She's like, oh, "What one do you want pretty bad?" And I was like, "I want this one." And then she
Oh,
was
man.
like, and she goes and buys it. She's like, "So your buddy will love this one." I was like, "No, you should have bought it for me." And then, so I was like so hyped, dude. I remember going to my mom and she's
Damn.
like, "You never gave it to him." And I was like, "No, I promise I did." She thought I like kept it or some shit. Like,
Oh,
never
like
gave him his
stole it or
birthday
something?
present. Yeah. I'm like, "No,
Oh,
I
that would
promise."
be
And it
rough,
like
dude.
started something. And my mom like made me call his, like she called his mom. He's like, did he say that Ryan could have it and shit? Because she thought I like legit didn't give him his birthday present.
Damn, that's
But-
crazy.
But I got to have it and it was lit.
Dude, kind of weird, like, off topic. I don't even know how I remember this, but my teacher in 2nd grade, she was like Miss Morrison or something.
Okay.
I can't remember her name, but she was over in that school over
Okay,
there, like
yeah.
by the house.
Mm-hmm.
And she like told us a story of how she like stole something from her friend. Like she had a doll and she wanted it, and she took it, and she never like. And she called, like her friend called her and said like, where's my toy? Crying.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know where to. Like she told us that story in 2nd grade, and it was not like a huge deal.
Yeah.
Like she was just confessing,
Yeah.
kind of. But I was like, whoa, dude, like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I was like, don't do
My
that.
teacher's a robber, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what's going on? She was old though, dude.
Dang.
Who was?
Dude, old teachers are the scariest people ever.
She was scary. She like got mad.
Yeah.
But dude, I had like 2 teachers for 1st grade.
Oh,
Do you remember?
Yeah, I
Do you
remember.
remember?
There's
One was
something
black
like that.
hair, one had blonde hair or something.
Yeah, I think I
And the
remember.
blonde hair
something
one
like
was so bad, and like everybody's good to her.
that. Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
good
yeah.
for her. And then
Yeah.
with the girl with the
Yeah.
black hair came in, we just freaking be rude.
Yeah. She was the
Alright,
witch.
Yeah, let's open
It was like the Wicked Witch of the East and the Wicked Witch of the West. One of them's hot, one of
Yeah, I
them's
think
fucking
they-
ugly.
Yeah, it's just yeah. She was ugly.
Yeah.
She had like gross hair, but she was not like she's pretty. I don't know. We just didn't like it. It's just the girl with the blonde hair was. I think I had a dream about her that I was like with her, and I was young. Like that was like first freaking.
Dude, I
Dude,
had
that was like
some weird
first
ass-
freaking wet dream ever. I remember that.
Your teacher?
No, I don't think it was with my teacher, but
Oh.
I was like before I had a boner, dude. Like
Dang.
I was probably freaking 6 or 7,
Dang.
and like I was in my dream, I was trying to kiss a
Ahead of
girl.
your time, dude.
I was trying to kiss a girl in my dream, but she wouldn't let me.
Oh, dang.
But like it felt all weird down there, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, I remember one time I was showing some kid that I had, I could flex my shit up and down through my
Oh,
pants,
yeah.
like get the movement or whatever. and I like didn't know how he was gonna react. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put my hands in my pockets, and then I'm gonna do it. And then if he acts weird or says that that's gross, I'm gonna say it was my finger.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. I was like, yo, check this out. I flexed it up and down. He's like, what the hell? And he's like, he was tripping. He didn't say that, of course, but he's like, what the, ew, what are you doing? And then I was like, it was my finger, but it wasn't. We get to high school, and I have a ceramics class with him, and he's like, yo, you remember that one time when you flex your dick or whatever? I was like, yo, you remember that shit? He's like, yeah. I was like, I knew that wasn't your finger.
That's crazy.
Like,
That's
dang.
crazy.
Yeah.
You guys were like I think I saw the card.
Ooh, is there something nice back there?
I don't think so. I remember you guys were like, kind of wild at school. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
wouldn't really talk to you guys or anything. 'cause
Yeah,
I was,
yeah.
like,
People didn't want to
scared.
be related to us because we were so out of pocket, pretty much.
Not like too out of pocket. I was just like weird at school, dude.
yeah.
Forever, I was like, I'd never
Yeah.
talk to Bozy or Harry or anything.
Yeah.
Just freaking sit in the corner. And
Mm-hmm. Oh,
whoa.
Hit him with the Houndoom, baby.
Houndor.
Dang, or Houndor, yeah.
Houndor.
Oh, dude, fuck that guy.
This guy's
That's the
gay
dude who
looking.
we got last time. See, he's right there.
No way, dude.
Get him too much, but that's a dope card.
No way. This
What
is
do we
way
got?
cool,
One more
guys.
pack?
Let's think about
After
this.
we open up that pack, I might hop into something different that we haven't done, but we can just keep chatting. We'll keep chatting. Nothing to be nervous about.
So, yeah.
We're doing trend live. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna do some trend.
Hopping
guys.
on trend.
We're gonna fill ourselves up. Oh, dude, voice impressions.
Voice impressions.
I
Are you good
love
at
doing
them?
voice impressions.
Dude, I want to be on.
I
I want to be a voice actor
but like
so bad.
It's me too. I want to be
So
like
bad.
an audio, like Audible.
Oh yeah, where you do
Like,
read
yeah,
the books
like
and
the
make money. You can do that.
Read the books.
Yeah.
but like
You can
I'm
make
illiterate,
money.
so I like can't.
Oh, pretty much me too. I'll stutter and
Can't
shit
do
and have to
that.
reset the whole book.
Yeah, it's all one take. I
Yeah,
can't do that. Like one sentence, I'll mess
Yeah,
up.
just barely when I was trying to say thump back, I was like, all of a sudden I got a lisp and I
Thump
couldn't
back?
say stuff. Yeah.
What do we fun back?
What do we?
What do we? But I try to do them all the time. But you're a crazy person. Like
Oh,
I'll be
yeah.
in my room just
Oh yeah.
talking to
If
myself.
anybody's
and
like
it's
puts their ear up against my door, they think that there's a insane asylum fucking victim inside there. It's like, dude,
shit up, you said.
always, dude. I'll
But
be
I-
driving by myself and I'm like, oh bother. Just doing Pooh Bear and shit.
Pooh. That one was good.
Oh bother.
I like doing
Oh piglet. I've got this shit very. got this shit very bad, Robert. Now I'm all
Damn,
fucked
you're
up from
good
it.
at it. I always try to do what Joker.
Oh, Joker's hard.
I count up. Or no, I always go to American Psycho because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like the same tone or
Okay,
something.
yeah, and it did sound like Shikamaru too.
Yeah, and like
When you do-
Shikamaru. Like
Yeah.
also, dude, the one I could do good is Shikamaru's like master. What's his name? His
Shit.
Asuma.
Oh yeah,
Is like that.
Asuma Sensei.
His IQ is over 300. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
He's already 3 steps ahead.
Oh yeah.
Or there was. I want to try and do the Joker one. It was like, see, I got a low punny Batman.
Yeah.
See, it's not about the money; it's about the message. It's so
Dude,
funny.
Rip. I feel like that sucks because he did so good.
was
Heath Ledger,
crazy.
dude. Oh, it's
Rip that
always
guy.
that. It's always
Well,
that.
they always method acting and then they kill themselves or something.
Yeah.
It's going crazy.
Yeah, but with voice acting, I always have to like find the tone again, and then I can do
Yeah,
it.
and I get
you
like
know?
shy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I used to be able to do a good Hank Hill. I had to like reimburse it.
Yeah.
Gosh damn it, Bobby.
Yeah.
See, this is God's
Yeah,
country.
like same with
trying to get it. It's
like
just
Kronk.
hard to find.
I used to be able to do a good Kronk.
Yeah.
Like right now, I don't even want to practice it, but like.
Yeah, the Cusco's poison.
Yeah.
Poison for Cusco. I used to do
But
that
that's
one
the same thing
decent.
with what's his name? Great job, Lee.
Yeah. Guy
Yeah.
Sensei.
Guy Sensei.
I wanted to be that high. It's so hard.
Yeah.
But-
Time to unleash the red beast.
Yeah, I used to do a good. Gronk was pretty good though. Yzma. Cusco's poison. Poison for Cusco.
Yeah.
It'll just be here.
That poison?
Those are so fun, dude. Or just basic anime. Like,
Yeah.
You ever heard me just?
That shit's just funny.
It's so funny. Just,
Yeah.
all right, guys, we're gonna do something crazy.
Yeah. That shit's funny, dude.
It's all about the. I like follow people on TikTok who like talk about
Who do good.
how to do voices.
Oh, dude, there's this wildest one that somebody
crazy.
sent me of like it was like Star Wars impressions of like Darth Vader and then like going into like Anakin before he's Darth Vader and then going into Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
It was like some dude
No,
who
there's a
goes
way
wild
like
at
tones.
it.
That's why
Yeah.
how I found out to do Patrick Bateman's
Yeah.
is just Joker's, but a little bit more human. So like Joker's
yeah.
like,
His is like
it's not about the money.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have like the weird
chaos.
grit, and then
yeah.
his is like, I apply this to my face.
Yeah,
every
his is
morning.
like- yeah,
it's
yeah.
the same tone. It's just like a
Yeah.
little, or I
That's
think
weird
a
that
little
he
different.
played Batman, but his voice sounds so close to Joker.
Yeah, like, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like they must have like Heath Ledger must have got his like voice from that or something, or
Probably,
like was
maybe.
like he was doing voice coaching or something.
Yeah.
and
Well,
they,
a
like,
lot of
showed
things
him.
line up like that. Like, actually, the guy that does a lot of the voices in old Disney, he does like Tigger and
Everything.
Pooh Bear and
Yeah,
like Eeyore, like all of them pretty much.
He does
There's
every
this
person.
one dude that is so
dude,
cracked.
voice actors are so like underpaid and like
Yeah.
just not appreciated.
What's
like,
that one dude who does like Beast Boy? He does a lot of them
Yeah.
too. He does heaps.
I can't remember besides Beast Boy, but yeah, he does a ton.
Yeah,
of,
I can't
like,
remember who else
surfer.
he did. But that surfer guy. Yeah.
A bunch of a bunch of stuff like that.
Yeah, he might be in Scooby Doo. I'm not sure though.
He might
Some
maybe.
newer, maybe it's newer.
Some newer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy,
might
and
be
also
lying.
the dude who does Shikamaru, I follow him.
He's a ninja, he's one of the Ninja Turtles. Doesn't he play the voice of a Ninja Turtle?
I don't think so.
Maybe not in the
Not
newest
Shikamaru.
one.
He's older.
Or not
like, he's
Shikamaru, but
way
the dude
older.
that does Beast Boy. He might do a Ninja Turtle. He might be
Oh.
Ninja Turtle. In one of them. Either way,
I
what were you saying
haven't
about
even seen
Shikamaru?
that.
I was cutting you off.
I follow him on TikTok, and also
Oh,
there's
yeah?
this dude who's like British or something. He like
Mm.
you know the hat in Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
He does that hat, but he
Oh,
does
dang.
like he was like listing off all the voices he did, or like showing all the characters from the movies and the video games. He
Oh,
does
dang.
like at least 100 people.
Yeah, well, there's this other guy that teaches you how to kind of go through like the gradient of different
think I know.
characters.
And
He's
does he have, like-
if you can do this, you can kind of tweak
Does he have
it
like a weird like
and go into
smile kind of like he has
Yeah.
black hair and it's like
yeah
a beard?
I think that's that guy.
Yeah. That's where I
Yeah.
found out like you can use your teeth to like talk.
Yeah, yeah.
So you find the
Yeah.
like I was trying to find Payne's voice, the
Pain.
almighty push.
Oh yeah.
Like the
Dude, his is so
is
satisfying,
so-
so crisp.
so him and
Crisp.
the guy after him. What's his bucket?
Oh, there's
Whoa.
his name is
What was his name?
Frick, dude.
He was like
That's
the
not
main
good.
guy. He kind of like started everything.
Yeah. He's the redhead one?
No, he had black hair.
Oh, Obito? Who?
Not Obito.
Madara?
Madara. That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking. Like
I was
his
thinking
voice
the
is
dude
so
who's
satisfying.
not
Oh, not actually.
who's like the orange-haired Pain, the one that says almighty
Yeah,
push.
he's like his friend.
What's
or
his real
something.
name in it? Do you know? Do you remember?
It must have been. I feel like it was a play on Naruto. Like it ended with toe. Or
Yeah.
some shit like
I think
that.
it was. It was like
Nagato or
Nagato,
was
and
it-
then
wait, was it
Yahiko.
Nagato?
Yahiko. His name was
Something like
Yahiko,
that. Yeah. They got some.
Then Nagato's the redhead one, I think, or the purple hair, whatever. the fuck
Nagato.
he's-
Yeah, Nagato was the.
Yeah, and then
Red-
Yahiko or something, or
Was Yahiko with the girl?
Maybe. Fuck.
Her power was sick.
The paper
Dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
sick
kinda
as
fire,
fuck.
yeah.
And like when she made the huge tsunami, like to
Oh,
blow
yeah.
up.
to blow up.
But it was kind of that was
Obito,
dumb. I
whatever the
felt
fuck
weird.
she did?
Yeah, Obito got
Yeah.
blown up, but then
Yeah.
like 3 episodes prior, they talked about how the Uchiha can like spend an eye so they
Yeah.
don't die. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, okay,
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
okay, fine.
Yeah.
It's dumb. I was like, this is. They got. I don't know.
Yeah.
Still amazing. But
Who's the baddest chick in Naruto?
dude, who's that like girl? Is that girl at the very beginning that Naruto thinks is a guy or thinks is a girl? What's actually a guy?
Oh,
She's kind of bad though.
Oh yeah, who was that?
Remember
who
that,
was
though?
that? Yeah.
It's-
And she was with Zabuza.
That
Yeah.
was a good
was-
arc. Good arc.
That was a good arc. That was a long ass arc.
Yeah, and he cried and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
all cried to get we crewed together.
Yeah, we crewed. Yeah, he crewed.
he crewed, she crewed.
He crewed.
No,
She crewed.
probably Hinata, but I kind of like Sakura.
Oh, Naruto. Yeah.
Naruto.
yeah.
You ever just do that shit, dude? Freaking just pretend like you know what you're saying in Japanese.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, like-
その車輪がお前はどこまで見えてるだ。
しんどいよ。いいにすがよ。
Yeah.
棒につんつば。Hatsi.
One time it just said
Oh.
Hatsi, and I thought that was funny.
Oh, oh, oh. Dude,
Do you think you could rizz up? Do you think you could rizz up one of the
Freaking
chicks from
Discord
Naruto or
mod?
what? Yeah.
I don't know because their like whole thing they have to be strong. Like you have to be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
shinobi
Yeah.
of not the weak, and then
What character would you be?
I feel like I'd be Shikamaru and then just be
Yeah.
a little bit less lazy, and then I'd be
Yeah.
way buff.
That's who I would be probably.
And he's like just cool.
I think Shikamaru and Obito are my favorite characters in Naruto.
Or who's their master with the one Sharingan eye?
Kakashi.
Kakashi. I'm forgetting everybody's name, but yeah, Kakashi.
They're all the
so
same.
Cool.
So I was
Yeah, it's
I
like
was about to
weird,
call him
like
something else, but
yeah,
yeah.
clicking.
yeah. Nagato.
And you can always tell
Kakashi.
like that the good guys are Toe, not like
Yeah,
Nagato,
yeah.
Naruto,
Naruto.
Minato.
Yeah. Minato. Yeah.
Obito.
Obito.
They're all,
Yeah. Toe. Yeah.
and also they it's like everything, like that. This was my theory. Everything mirrors Naruto's.
Well, everybody's. Yeah.
So like Kakashi's squad
Yeah.
was Kakashi, and he was like Sasuke.
He was like the neutral, and then there's like a.
Yeah, so he was like,
Kinda.
but he was kind of like Sasuke.
Yeah.
Just trying to get strong.
Mm,
Obito was like Naruto.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he looks like Naruto, and then
Yeah.
the other girl was
yeah.
Sakura,
Yeah.
and then it's just always like that.
Always copies it. Or
Yeah.
somebody was also saying that like. Obito is just Naruto if he didn't take the same path that he did.
Mhm.
You know, he's like he's Naruto if Naruto took the negative path. And
Yeah,
Naruto
no,
took
that
the
makes,
good
and
path,
I
yeah.
think it just tries to talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it tries to say that
Mhm.
that's what happened,
Yeah.
because it
Yeah,
always
it does
like,
say it
oh,
basically in
his
the show, but-
backstory was like
Yeah.
shown a million times,
Yeah.
and it kept like saying what could be. Like, it was annoying. It was
Yeah.
getting so annoying.
I liked the Obito backstory, but they showed his and Naruto's too much.
Mhm.
It's like, damn, this
we
is
already
filler
knew. We
episode,
already knew.
bro.
We already
Yeah.
knew.
Yep. I was like about to guess, like, they're gonna flashback, and then they flashback. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, and imagine like watching this when this came out.
Yeah.
You freaking see the craziest fight.
Yeah.
Yo, freaking.
Yeah.
There's a filler.
Yeah. The craziest fight. It
Dude.
ends like next Thursday. It's
Yeah.
like,
And
that's
then
how.
it's- oh yeah, they're in the middle of a fight, and then
Yeah.
it goes to freaking
Somebody
filler?
else. Yeah.
Oh,
fuck.
my
And you have to
gosh,
wait
I
for
would
the next
freak
episode
out.
to come out. Yeah.
and-
Damn.
Oh.
That's how Gravity Falls was for me. Just like something crazy would happen. It's like, no way.
Yeah,
And it's
dude.
like next Thursday on Gravity Falls. I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
Then it wouldn't show. Yeah.
Fucking knock me out. Wake me
I
up when
hate
it's time,
that.
dude.
I'm so
Wait, I
glad
got deep into
Netflix.
that shit.
I'm so glad Netflix just releases their whole season,
Yeah.
because Naruto, I did a filler list. Like, I skipped all the filler.
Oh, that's what I did,
And
dude.
there was one filler that was like 20 episodes.
Yeah.
I was like, imagine
I remember
20
yeah.
episodes is like a year.
Yeah, for
dude.
real.
Forever.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we're going to continue on this fucking
Think
storyline
about
instead of
that,
Naruto
20
making a damn burrito
Yeah.
and trying to find all the ingredients
ramen.
throughout the fucking map. Yeah.
20. Think about it. 20 episodes, 20 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Oh, fuck.
you had to wait 20 weeks to
Yeah.
get back to the main story.
And then you don't remember what the fuck happened, so you have to
Oh
go back
my
and
gosh,
rewatch the
dude, I'd
first 180.
freak out.
Yeah.
And back then it was like cable, so it's like,
yeah.
what if you just accidentally watch
Yeah.
the same episode 3 times?
Yeah.
And you don't even know. Like, oh man,
Mm-hmm.
those days sucked, dude. Trying to freaking.
Yeah, this chick
Trying to
bad
watch
though,
Jesse.
Burrito.
just kinda
Speaking of risen up a lady, how good is your Rizz? How good is your smooth talk?
dude.
Do you smooth talk a lady
I
or
don't
what?
know.
How would you rank yourself?
I can. Here's the deal.
Okay.
I can rizz up a lady, but it's like if I don't like them or I don't.
Oh,
have-
okay.
Like I have like
But once you get real,
I got like commitment issues. Dude.
Oh, do you?
Like I can't.
dang, we're getting deep.
Like I get scared to like
Therapy.
get with a girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, like if our like paths kind of don't like align.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no hope. There's no hope. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna leave. Like I get scared. I get too scared about that. But I can definitely just. I'm not scared of women. You know.
Yeah. I feel that.
I could rizz them up, and I have before, but it's like
Yeah.
just.
I feel
shit,
that
you know?
like if
little
you
stupid
don't like
stuff.
him, it's easier. But like once it comes down to like a girl that you like, you're all like shy.
Yeah. No, that's what I look for now, dude.
Hi.
When I look in like a girl, when I'm looking for a girl, I find the one that I'm like shy around.
Yeah. And you're like, oh,
Like, and also I'll just know.
yeah.
Once I see him, I'll be like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
like I want to go for you, and
Yeah.
that's been like all my relationships.
Mhm.
It's always the girl I'm like, okay,
Mm.
I want to be with her 100%. And when that happens, usually when that happens, I have no problem. Like I can just
Yeah.
get with them,
Mhm.
and I always run it up.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's like
Did you just
Oh,
get something good back there?
I saw it.
Yo, yo.
I don't know if it's good. I don't know. If
I
it's
thought I
good.
saw a rainbow, so
I saw that weird. I think it's fire type, but we'll see.
I sound like
But
fucking
yeah,
Bradley Martin right there saying, "Yo, yo."
All right.
Well, after you open these Pokemon, we got a little
Sunspot.
little
sunspot for
what's
me.
it called? We got like a little
Something fun.
no, what's it called when they do like a show? Or like a
Like
little
spin the wheel or something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna test your Rizz. We're gonna see how good Logan's Rizz is.
Hmm.
We're gonna see how good Logan can smooth talk.
There's one more.
Entei.
Ooh,
that's pretty
Entei.
lit. But we got him a lot. Wait, is there one more? No.
Grandpa.
one
Grandpa.
more? Grandpa Dragon.
Entei.
Damn, Entei dope.
How smooth my Rizz is. How are we gonna do that? How are we gonna?
But yeah, we're gonna test. Since this podcast is called Smooth Talk, we're gonna test how good Logan can say smooth talk, or we're gonna test how good Logan can smoothly talk a girl. Okay, We're gonna test out your Rizz. So, you've heard of Chubby Bunny before, you know?
Yes.
Have you done that before?
Yes.
So basically, what we're gonna do is, you're gonna put a marshmallow in your mouth and then say a sentence. It could be a random ass sentence, and if I can guess it, you pass. And then we'll put 2 in your mouth. And if I could, we're gonna test your Rizz. So if you have 4 marshmallows in your mouth and I can tell what you say, that's level 4 Rizz. So we're gonna test your Rizz level just to see how good at talking you are. You know, it can be like. So I was gonna give you. We're gonna look up like a list of pickup lines or like some like one-liners and see if I can. Hear them without.
I got some pickup lines. I
you got some off the dome.
Right off the dome that I use, and they
might take the headphones off.
Oh, and they work. Oh, I farted too. It stinks. Smells really bad.
No, I just wanted to think of something fun to do with you.
That's
so
fun.
And I was just trying to play off like the smooth talk. Like, what's something fun that we could do? So I'm just gonna test
how good are we at smooth talking, guys.
But yeah, let me. But you have some.
Yeah, just a couple off the dome.
It could just be like any word or sentence. Like it doesn't have to be anything. But yeah, here's your bag.
So what do I gotta do? How many do I have to?
So we're just gonna test your Rizz level.
My Rizz level.
So if you can put 1 in and I can understand the sentence or the pickup line, you pass the Rizz. You know.
Okay, I got 1 in.
Okay,
that's easy.
Okay. Or if you think you already have level 1 Rizz,
I feel like 2 in. Level 1 Rizz here.
Okay.
Your farts smell really good. Really nice here.
All right, you
What's
pass.
A good thing
you
to
got
say?
level 1 Rizz. You got level 1 Rizz.
Invite me to your house.
Let me look up some pickup lines or like one-liners. Okay. Let me see.
See, now I got 2. See, now it's getting a little harder.
All right. Here's some pickup lines, and we're gonna see if Logan can repeat them back to me, and I can understand what he's saying. If I can't understand what he's saying,
okay, I think I already have level 2 Rizz.
I think you pass.
You might have to go up.
Okay. 100 best flirting. I think these might be for girls, but we'll see. All right. See these ones by next to the dots? Read those bitches off, okay? And I'll see if I can. And if you don't want to play this game, or if
I like dogs.
okay. Yeah. Don't want to force you to do some shit you don't want to do.
No, let me read this off real fast. Oh, this is a line from a song, I think.
Okay.
If I told you right now that I had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me?
Okay, you pass. Is that 3? Is that level 3?
That's 3.
Okay. Why are you speaking Joker voice, dude?
Just really nice. Really
just nice to your heart. It's a crisp voice for sure.
From the magic within our heart.
Is this level 5 Rizz or 4?
4.
This is level 4.
I can. Okay.
All right, you got. What is that?
Hold on. Do you believe in love at first sight?
Okay, you pass barely. So what's
One
that?
more,
That's
more.
level 4 Rizz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're on level 5 Rizz. You might be able to pass level 5 Rizz.
Don't laugh.
Okay, my bad.
Do you know karate? Because I have to tell you.
We cut it right there. That's 5. Level 5 Rizz. All right, let me get you a garbage can. You can spit that shit out.
I'm eating it.
Are you eating it?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a couple.
Holy cow, dude, that was rough. That's some good Rizz.
That's some good Rizz, though.
Let's read some of these off here. You're so gorgeous. You're making the other women / men here look bad. That's a good one. Let's see. Oh, this is the one I have. That's pretty funny. It's okay. Was it? Are you George Floyd? Because you take my breath away.
Is that one on there?
No. When someone upstairs made you, he / she was showing off.
What?
Wait. When someone upstairs made you, she was showing off. Oh, like upstairs, like God or something?
God, yeah.
Okay, I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, my hair? Just emo kid right now.
Yep.
If you aren't sure about love at first sight, I can walk past you once more.
That was decent.
Did heaven put out a missing angel report when you fell down here? That's kind of weird because that's like a play on the devil, you know? Because he fell.
Weird. Oh, yeah.
Fell from
That's some Lucifer type shit.
heavens.
But yeah,
It's crazy.
how long have we been recording? We've been recording for a good while, and you got a little 5 Rizz, but we can end it right there. End it off on a high note.
Do we want to end it
on a level 5 Rizz? Or unless you got some more shit, if you got any questions for me, or if you want to talk about anything
I was
else.
wondering if I said everything. How long was Harry's?
I
want to be his.
2 hours?
I want to be his. I want to be his.
I think this was a pretty solid one.
It was way good.
I think
enjoyed it.
for like a last minute like idea to do on the pod.
That was
doing
fun.
The Marshall thing. That's
fun.
I'm
We need
glad
to do more like that. Like,
I need to think of some more ideas to do. I think I
other
tried out
things.
sour candies with Damon, so that's what kind of sparked the idea. I was like, that was pretty fun.
How was
need to do more.
Damon's podcast?
I liked it. I had fun. It was like
Was he
super
talkative
chill.
and stuff? And he-
Oh yeah,
nice.
Chatting it up.
That's
It was
fun.
a pretty, smooth sailing, free flowing conversation. It was pretty nice. But what was I looking up? Fuck.
Swag.
Oh, let me see if I marked off all the checks.
Dude, let's talk about
Yeah, I hit them all. Hell yeah.
let's talk about how we hate women. Let's get into it. No, let's talk about, dude. Have you bought stocks? That's what
No,
I was gonna ask.
I haven't.
Because I'm 18 now.
Are
and
you
I was
looking
like,
into it?
thinking about it, but then
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't want to, but I do.
Yeah.
Like, I was scared. I was wondering if you knew or like you were.
I don't know
into
enough
it.
about it, like, because I was gonna get into like all the crypto shit. Like I was gonna get.
Oh, you were gonna be that
That's
guy?
like my. But then, I don't know if it was just like, I just got lucky, you know, because like all that
Yeah.
shit crashed right when I was like about to get deep or whatever.
Oh,
But then it was just kind of like a sign. So then ever since then, just like stock markets and like cryptos and shit kind of just made me nervous.
Too crazy, and people are
But,
relying on it. Like,
Yeah.
there was dude. It was crazy. I was listening to a podcast.
Yeah.
They were talking about this crypto called it's called Luna. There's just some
I think
crypto.
I remember.
And like
Heard something about
KSI put like $1.3 million into it. Like,
Okay.
this thing's going crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and it freaking crashed in 8 hours.
Dang.
8 hours it was gone, and he lost all his money, and everyone lost their money. Like people like
There's people that like.
they were about to kill themselves. Like it was
Yeah. It was getting pretty bad.
crazy.
I know like FaZe Banks, he was so deep into it that when all this shit went bad, he just like got into a crazy depression, and then his dad passed away. So he was just like,
Dang,
he
dude.
was just like,
Yeah,
you know?
and people were like I think on Twitter like complaining about it, but it
Mhm.
wasn't even complaints. Like I thought people were just gonna be mad. They're gonna be like, "Damn, like I lost this much money."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
knee slapper. Dang.
Yeah.
But the dude was like, "I had all my money in there. I'm broke. I have no money. He's like, I can't even afford anything anymore." He's like,
Dang.
I'm gonna kill myself. I was
Yeah,
like,
there's people that
"Dang,
had like
dude."
their house, like they lost their house because they had so much money in it that when it crashed, they just. I think we have some distant family that shit like that happened to them.
It's wild. That's why it's just
crypto
scary.
shit, but yeah,
Like a lot of people, especially where I was working, at All Out and stuff. You know, All Out. They a lot of the bosses there are like really into
yeah,
the cryptos, and it's
Mhm.
like scary, dude. It's like because sometimes they say they were up. Like one of them was like, I was up like
oh yeah, it fluctuates.
80
it can be
grand or
crazy.
something.
Yeah, but like the closest
Crazy.
thing to stocks that I do is Pokemon cards,
mm-hmm.
and that's
like
fun
that.
enough for me.
And
And it's something that's like not too much money to where I'm like scared, but
Yeah.
it's just like
And
enough
it's just
money
fun to
to where
happen.
like it makes a little bit of money.
We need to like figure out how to grade them, like getting a grade license or something.
No, you can. Well, maybe you could do something like that, but just like even sending them in, like I want to give.
Isn't that expensive though? Or?
It is, but like, if so, say that you pull a card, you spend $5 on a pack and pull a
Mhm.
card that's $100 raw, but potentially $350 graded, at least a 9. You
Mhm.
know, spending the $20 to get that card graded altogether,
not
you're
bad.
$25 deep into this single card. And making 325 or
Yeah,
whatever I
and
said
honest-
before, money
yeah.
off of it, it's a good
It's a good
gamble.
thing.
You
And
know,
also-
it's a good risk.
That's $20 is not even bad. Is it per card?
I think it's $20 per card.
That's not bad. I want to do
So
it.
if guaranteed your card's gonna make over $80, or like
Yeah.
I'd say, make it even higher. Just like guaranteed your card's gonna make over $150,
No matter, yeah,
no matter like what the grade is, like 7 on up. Then I'd fucking send it in, like because
Yeah.
it's just
I want to try it because like I don't want my cards to warp or nothing and like get
Yeah.
damaged, and I do take care of them. But yeah, it's like,
or
what
you
if
can
a
already
kid, you know-
buy just graded cards right now. Like go buy a graded card. They have them at the card store just down the road. They have ones that are graded you can buy.
They can go up in value.
Yeah,
or
just
whatever
buy a
eventually.
$55 card,
I was
see what
thinking of
happens
that.
to it. Gets to $255. You know, you made
Sell then.
$200.
Yeah, I want to do that because I remember when we opened Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's like for the first time I was here.
Yeah.
I got some good stuff, and
You
like,
did.
a lot of those cards. Like I got the.
We got some wild shit that time,
weird
actually.
like swamp or it was like a fish Pokemon, but it was like, it kind of looked like a turtle almost, but like.
Shit, I don't even remember.
Like,
I think I have it recorded, but.
It was like a swan looking head, like it was like a Loch Ness monster sort of.
Oh shit! Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I thought it was
yeah,
your
yeah.
favorite Pokemon or whatever.
It was. You have. There's a guy named Lapras. and it could've
Lapras.
been that guy.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
Lapras.
Yeah.
And I got, I
The
got him.
shiny
I
or
think
some
V Max
Oh
or
shit!
something.
Oh, you did. I do remember that.
That was fun.
Yeah,
dude.
that was dope. We need to do more shit like that. Definitely. When I.
Pull more cards.
Yeah, there's gonna be new sets coming out soon.
Yeah, and I do kind of remember what I was gonna say. I remember I was telling you I was looking up like stuff for like Pharaoh and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I just went on a video. It was like 2 hours long. I didn't watch it all, but it was like almost the whole history of Roman or Greek mythology. Greek mythology.
Dang.
And it was sick, dude.
Dang.
Like, there's so much detail.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's,
what
like,
me and you were
weird.
talking about. Is we need to get
Yeah.
together and just have like mythology Mondays and just like
Mythology
chat about
Monday.
mythology. But like, yeah, we
No,
need
well,
to,
yeah, it was crazy. So like, it started with like there was like nothing in the universe. Like it was like screaming or something, like chaos. And then out of the chaos emerged this like being that was like Earth, sort of like it looked like Earth, but like it made Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Bless you.
Gesundheit, dude. But she made the Earth just to do it, and then out of the chaos again came like a god named like Uranus.
Okay, yeah.
And they had sex or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
They mingled, and then they made
Intercourse.
kids that were Titans.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
Titans were like chilling, and they're all
Mhm.
whatever. But like it
And then didn't he eat his kids?
yeah, like well he was like somebody came to him. There's like a prophecy. Somebody came to him and said like, your kids are gonna like overthrow you,
kill you, or some shit. Yeah.
And it's crazy that happens like 3 times. So like, he's like, okay, he eats his kids,
Mm-hmm.
and then one of the Titans.
Was it Zeus or no?
No, not Zeus, not yet. Like it happens a bunch. Oh, I can't remember his name, but he had like some weird name. He killed his dad, and then he was leader, and then he had a kid. Like he got married, had a kid, and like just the Titans ruled everything.
Yeah.
Then he had a kid, and it was Zeus, or like
All
Zeus's mother took him
Yeah.
away, and then somebody was like, "Okay," or like somebody just went up to him and said, "Your kid's gonna take over." So he was like, "Oh, I don't want the same thing to happen to my."
Yeah. So then the wife took the kid away. Is that what happened? Or no?
Yeah, the wife took Zeus away,
Okay.
and she just gave him like a rock to eat or something like that. I think he was the first one to eat.
Yeah.
He was the only one to eat the kids. I think.
Yeah. I think the guy before, I don't remember what happened, but yeah, like.
No, I think the guy before, like, he might have like actually killed him because
But Kronos was the dude you're talking about, I think.
Kronos, yeah.
Yeah.
Kronos, but I can't remember what Kronos' dad did.
I can't remember either, but I remember like somebody was like the universe and somebody was something or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of what he was like his
moon
dad
and
was
sun
like
or some
the
shit.
Uranus was like the embodiment of
Yeah.
like pure light or something like
Yeah,
that, or
yeah,
like,
something
and
like
then there
that.
was also one that was like she was like the night sky, I think.
Yeah.
Like darkness. It was sick,
Yeah.
and she'd like go across the sky and like
Yeah.
it'd be dark. And it's kind of hard though. Like it doesn't make sense almost because you have these like beings that are huge, and then like they created Earth, but they don't really say they're on Earth. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
like they're like just in the sky or some shit. Like,
Yeah, they're just like
just
a
there,
nothing,
like,
but like a thing.
it's
or
yeah,
something?
like
Yeah.
I think it's because back then they thought the universe wasn't like that big.
Yeah.
They thought it was just like there. You know, it was like a plaster.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And so like yeah, Zeus took over. It almost happened to Zeus too. One of his kids was gonna. It was crazy. Like one of his kids was about to overthrow him, and he's like, "I don't want that to happen." And he had a wife who can shapeshift, and he had her turn into a drop, and he ate her, and it like gave her power. She was the goddess of like wit or something like that. Like she was really smart and she was kind, so he became smarter and kinder. But she was already pregnant, so like he had a headache. He had a headache.
Yeah.
And
I remember hearing this story.
the god who came out of his head was like the goddess. I think it was like of the hunt and like strategy or something like that. Or it was it was Athena though. I think it was.
Was it Athena?
who came out? Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
It was crazy. Like the lore. There was
lore
another
is
part
wild.
too that was crazy. Like just some of the stories they had.
We'll have to do a full podcast on
I know, a full thing, like
mythology,
a full deep
dude.
dive.
That'd be dope.
And like it talked about like humans. So humans were made by. There's these two titans that already knew that Zeus was going to take over.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to say his power was to see the future.
Oh,
I think so. He was like, okay, I'm on Zeus's side.
Hmm.
He went to Zeus's side. Oh, that was cool too. Like they had a whole battle with all the
Titans.
and like Zeus.
There's a painting of it, and we should do shorts or something.
Yeah, it's cool because but like, so, like Uranus and like that one, the god of Earth or whatever. Their first kids were like gross creatures, like Cyclops and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and like the Titans locked them up, so like Zeus went, and, freed them from like their thing, and now and that's how they won. But anyway, they knew that Zeus was gonna win, so they just didn't care, and they were like, Zeus told them to make animals like out of clay and like put them on the earth. Yeah. So he did, and then he made humans. But they didn't want him to be like just another monkey, you know? Yeah. Like humans were, but the thing is, they had like abilities. Like every animal, like they were like, oh, an elephant gets a trunk or like a horn.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, okay, you know, he's like, he gave him those powers, but there was no more left for humans. So they were like, shoot, you know, like we need something that stands out from the humans. Yeah. And like one of the gods was like, gave him the blessing of like, it was like industrialism or like smartness, like so they could like build. But they were super scared because it was dark all the time. Like they didn't have fire, so he brought him fire, and then Zeus saw, and he was kind of like mad. Like it was kind of funny. Like there's way more that goes into it, but he was mad, and then he was like, "Hey, fine, they can keep the fire." And then Zeus was like, "Actually, no," and then he ended up just giving back the fire to the humans. And the humans were already so far along that they couldn't really take the fire back, you know. Oh yeah. And so his was the punishment. I think it was, I want to say Prometheus maybe.
Yeah, that's who it was.
He's the one.
That's what I just barely looked up.
No, he was the one who gets like there's like a bird that comes and eats his liver.
Yeah, that's what it's showing.
Yeah, and then since he's a titan, he just he heals. So it's just every day, like every time he heals back, he'll just eat his liver again.
Dang. That's like his curse or whatever?
That's his curse.
Dang.
Like he'll just be there forever. And like he like a couple years later he was going to get freed. But I think it was only if they killed the humans. But the cool part too was he had a friend who was also like a titan. I think it was his brother or something. And Zeus wanted to get back his brother, so they made like the perfect girl. Like the perfect girl. And Prometheus though was like, "Okay, don't take any gifts from the gods. Like that's how they'll win. That's how they'll like destroy humanity." So he's like, okay, but he took this girl because she was so beautiful or whatever. Because like they made her out of clay, gave her all this stuff, like blessed her, so they can go deceive him. And she brought him like a box, and he didn't know what the box was in it, and he was supposed to give it to the humans. It was supposed to be like the gift to him. But she got so curious that she opened it. Yeah. And it was like malice and like greed, lust and stuff.
What was that box called?
I can't remember what
It's like the... Fuck, people are yelling at us.
It was cool. Look it up, but it was cool. It was like a box.
It's trying to say that his brother's name was Prometheus or something.
Yeah, something weird.
But Prometheus is interpreted as foresight or forethinker or forward thinker. And then his brother is the afterthought, like that's what that would mean.
That's
so
sick.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
That's way sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, but the cool thing though is that she kind of changes it. So humans never had greed, never had all of that stuff, and then all of a sudden they have greed and lust and anger and like all that stuff. But the thing, like after that was all spread out to the world, like all the humans were going crazy. But then she looked in the box and there was like at the bottom was hope. So because it was something like with what Zeus did, with what Zeus put in the box, there had to be hope or something like that. There had like hope was like it was something like byproduct or something. Okay. So I'm gonna have to I can't quote me off this, but she took it out and gave humans hope, so now they wouldn't like just kill each other and like that's it, like they'll actually like
it was Pandora's box.
Yeah.
If I think that's what you're talking about, but
let me see. You got a picture of it?
Let me see if I can find one.
Somebody like in the video I watched is kind of his own art.
I don't know. She just has like
I think it was her.
Pandora's box, yeah. I remember it was like hate, greed, some
That's so
wild
cool.
shit. But yeah.
I want to get into the Egyptian lore. I want to know what their deal is, like what they're doing.
Yeah.
'Cause they got some cool stuff.
There's
like a bunch of random stories like that. Too.
I like the little side quest ones too that don't really have anything to do with the kind of like what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Like not the main timeline of all the Greek gods, but just like the side shit.
Yeah.
Like the Icarus one was always so sick to me.
Icarus is way sick.
The one of whatever his name is that pushes the rock up the hill.
Oh yeah, his he was like a king or whatever, right? And I think we looked it up. He's like a king. He was trying to cheat. Like it was saying he was like trying to cheat death or something, or like he did something that he wasn't supposed to. So now like,
just like
his like reward, like I think he was trying. It was something like he was trying too hard in this world or something like that. He wasn't giving himself a break. So, you know, he'd have all this ambition pushing the rock up and then just fall, do the same thing over and over, like never get anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
Which is crazy. It's like that's a cool punishment. Like,
yeah.
Gets you thinking about stuff.
Their stories are so cool, and it's cool that they're so old or whatever, and then they still apply to like their stories could still be applied to real life right now.
We still use Roman laws.
Yeah.
We still use Rome laws.
Yeah.
And their freaking their math and everything. Their math,
Roman numerals, like that's on fucking.
It's crazy, dude.
That's
I can't believe how like much we have.
Yeah.
Of the like of
how
their
much
stuff.
Sticks. That was like I feel like that was like our biggest jump in technology, in everything really. Mm-hmm. Knowledge, everything.
Well, that was when I think a big part in history was the dark times around that time, because
whatever time
something like it's something weird like that. Well, the dark times was like 16 or
I don't know
no,
the
it was probably like 6th century or something like.
But yeah,
far along. But then there's the we were talking about it the other weekend. It was after the. Yeah, no, people are gonna get mad. Yeah. after the, I can't even remember the name anymore. Yeah. Freaking, Dark Ages. There was there's like an A or an H, dude. This is getting me mad. This is getting me angry.
Some sort of ages. Wait, so yeah. So what is the Dark Ages? Like fucking horses and castles and shit, and then. Or when does that take place?
That was like when, like, I think the Catholic Church or like Christian Church like owned kind of everything. Like everybody listened to them. Yeah. And then people started getting smarter and they just started advancing because the church was like, no, don't advance. Like, we'll get smoten or something. Oh yeah. Right. And they were just trying to control the people. Mm-hmm. But then people were like, oh, we could be religious and freaking figure shit out. Yeah. You know.
Because weren't they keeping like reading and all sorts of shit away from them?
Yeah, and that was like the Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Or Martin Luther or whatever.
Martin Luther.
He rewrote the Bible in German, I think, because it was in. I forgot the language, but he like helped people because a lot of people knew German, but nobody knew like the translation.
Yeah, I remember there was like a full story, fucking fat lore of that.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the Renaissance.
Oh, Renaissance. Yeah.
But hold on, this is what was after the Renaissance. Age of Enlightenment, by early 17th century.
Yeah, that's when we got mad smart.
The Renaissance had died out, given way into the age. Well, it was like mostly, like the Romans, they just advanced all quick.
Yeah.
And then we just stopped, or we got way far, like houses and plumbing. Mm-hmm. Then the Dark Ages finally came, and then we were like, just started getting into stuff. Mm-hmm. Like we had, instead of like thinking about famine and wars and stuff, we started like having free time pretty much. So like art got better. Everything got crazy.
I love that. I love that time.
So
that time period is so sick. But I think we've been going for
math and stuff
about longer than Harry. So
I just wanted to beat Harry.
we do need to have you on again. We can talk deeper about.
I'm glad I remembered that because I want the side stories though, because in school we had so many little side stories. I'm trying to remember some of them because they were so cool. But I just always remember.
I'm big into it, but we need to. After we turn this off, let's whip up some. We could talk deeper about it off pod and like make some designs or whatever for Pharaoh or whatever. But
I want to look more into Egyptian.
Yeah, we should. That'd be dope. Too. But yeah, thanks for coming on.
But anyway, this is gonna be over.
Peace out, guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye.